Hey there, thanks for tuning into Duck Bricks. I'm Chris, and this is my biggest LEGO haul ever. Now, I know what you're thinking. You've seen a lot of pretty crazy LEGO hauls on this channel over the past 3.5 years that Duck Bricks has been around. But I kid you not, this takes the cake. I have never ever bought this much LEGO in both quantity, rarity, and just the sheer volume of different bricks, all in one trip, in one haul, until now. So here's the deal. Over the course of about 3.5 weeks, I traveled with two of my best buds in the LEGO world to Europe, both for vacation, for work, for LEGO fan media days, and of course, for everything LEGO. We went from Italy to Germany to Austria to North Germany, South Germany. We went to Denmark, aka the home of the LEGO group, Copenhagen, and pretty much everywhere in between. And Europe is a very, very special place where you can find some pretty crazy LEGO items. And if that wasn't enough, we also attended a gigantic LEGO convention, Scarbeck Fan Weekend, which is one of the biggest LEGO gatherings in Europe that drew together collectors from all over the world, all selling their wares. Beyond that, we embarked to the legendary LEGO shopping hub, Hamburg, Germany in North Germany, which I have been to before and visited literally every single used LEGO store in the entire city. And that's not even counting every single LEGO store we stopped by in between, or all of the craziness that we got up to at the home of the LEGO brick in Billund, Denmark. Suffice to say, it was a lot. And over the course of the past few months, I have been receiving massive shipments that I mailed myself home from that trip back home here in Washington State. But here's the thing. That entire trip deserves a vlog of its own. All of the hijinks, the craziness, it was the ultimate LEGO Bros on tour trip ever, and I figured that if the haul by itself is already 2 hours long, that should be its own video. So stay tuned because I am still piecing together the footage from that absolutely insane nearly a month in Europe, but for now, here's the crazy haul from that entire trip. So join me as we jump in to the LEGO haul of a lifetime. And no, before you ask how much this cost, I genuinely don't really know. I have some semblance of what individual items cost, but hey, you can put your guesses down in the comments below, and honestly, your guess is as good as mine. So sit back, relax, and enjoy my greatest LEGO haul ever, and that's saying something. Okay, so there's a lot of boxes coming, and honestly, I don't really know the total amount, but we're gonna just start with these three and then do them kind of in batches, and in the corner of the video where there'll be a counter where I'll be counting down every box so you can see how far we've progressed. I'm gonna actually start off with the easiest ones. I think I grabbed the easiest boxes here because honestly, there's not a ton in here. I think these are mostly store displays, but we'll start off with this one. First off, had to get some LEGO foam weapons. I have the Hordika Vakama fire weapons, but not the Nokama ones. So this was super cool. I think that this box was from Scarbeck, so these are all from Scarbeck Fan Weekend. This is super cool because it is an old Legoland play sword, and this actually has the wolf pack and the Royal Knights emblems on either side, which is super, super cool to see. Obviously, Wolfpack is having a bit of a resurgence recently with the newer minifigures coming out, both in the new collectible minifig series, as well as in the medieval market square sets. That's super cool. And then this is like a LEGO, I guess, a Wild West axe, because you've got like the bison and the horse on there. Maybe not the most culturally appropriate thing nowadays, but this is actually a really cool piece of LEGO history, and it does say Legoland on it, so that is super cool. Also inside this box, honestly, these were just like random things I was able to shove in, like the sealed LEGO Technic, like Slizer's Ice Explorer, which I thought was cool to see that sealed. I do own all of these just kind of loose, but I thought it was cool to have that sealed. A couple of sealed Snap sets here, and I definitely will be opening these up and building them. I want to do a video on Snap as a whole, but in order to do that, I kind of have to get like every set. I have this mentality that if I want to cover a theme, I need to own like everything to show it. So I'm working my way over. We have this really interesting LEGO Scala set. This looks like it's either also sealed or like very lightly used.
Actually, no, yeah, that's sealed. There's a piece of tape there, but the instructions are out, so maybe they must have come out somehow. But this is really cool because it's an early way for LEGO to do bracelets, and you can see like really interesting bracelet elements in there. Like those pieces never really appeared in any other set. You have all these printed elements as well. You can see how it works there, and there's even a mirror. So you can look inside the mirror, which is quite cool, but this is a really interesting, another piece of LEGO history, and this is from 1979. Speaking of weird old LEGO items, I got a couple of just strange pieces here, like a Belleville horse saddle, a couple of cloth elements. These are really just for like custom LEGO build purposes. I always find it interesting to like gather these weird LEGO pieces, and this was one that I actually didn't quite recognize. It's from Belleville, I believe. So that's quite cool to see. We've got a series of LEGO Duplo printed blocks, and these came in their like animal guides, but I really like this one because it kind of almost looks like the Duck Bricks logo. Yes, these are chicks, but you know, they could be ducks in my mind, especially that one hatching right there. And these two are fighting over a worm, which is quite funny. So these are pretty cool as printed elements. We have a sealed LEGO Life on Mars set, also on this one, but just cool to have it sealed. I picked up a lot of stuff that I just found was just interesting or cool. A printed LEGO Ninjago block tile. I'm gonna have to get a lot faster because there's like 20 boxes to go. This is pretty cool, a 2004 LEGO Pirates hook. So you can kind of use this for your costumes and stuff. This was a box where I packed in a lot of the costume stuff, it seems. Sealed Clickets jewelry set. Very, very interesting packaging, almost like a shopping bag, so I thought that was cool. But the main reason why this box is so weird like this is because it is actually the original store display box for this LEGO Movie 2 minifigure store display. This is actually a pretty crazy story because someone randomly approached me when I was walking down the hallway at Scarbeck and said, "Hey, do you want to buy this?" And I said yes, and they just handed it to me. And I don't remember how much I bought it for, but it was apparently a good enough price that I just bought it on the spot. And I feel like only at Scarbeck can you just be walking down the hall and someone walks up to you with this and is like, "Do you want this?" But this is really cool because it has some of the main characters from LEGO Movie 2. I can imagine this like, I don't know, I could see it sitting on one of my shelves or something like that. It's a little bit unwieldy with these big clamps at the back, but you know, I'll figure out somewhere to put this. And that is not the only somewhat unwieldy store display. Gotta have a LEGO baby in there as well from Belleville. Always gotta have some of those. And what on earth is this? Oh, this is interesting. I completely forgot I got this. These are like official LEGO postage stamps from the Netherlands, as well as like these collectible little, I guess, postcards. Yeah, these are actually quite nice. Interesting, very cool stuff here. Just the collectible LEGO postcards. Always cool to get some like random pieces of LEGO merchandise, and that is it for that box. So that's probably the easiest one, and we have the second easiest box here, because this one's not very full either. We have a commemorative LEGO space blanket, which was a gift from my good friend JollyTime24. Thank you so much for sending that over to me, and this is a really cool like exclusive GWP for LEGO Space, which is very neat. This is the start of something quite crazy that I picked up over my time at Scarbeck, but this has been separated from the main haul. It was a series of vintage sets. I will say no more because there's going to be like a box full of these later on. I don't know if it's even at my house yet. I shipped them all at the same time, but they're all arriving at different dates. So hopefully it will get here, but this was kind of just a straggler from that. So more on that later. We have instruction manuals to something else that I bought. I'm gonna guess it's not in here because of the frantic way that I pack things. This is quite rare. It's actually a LEGO employee Playday minifigure with a special coin on it that says 2024 or 24 on that. This was only given out during LEGO's exclusive employee Playday event. Speaking of LEGO items, I have a lanyard that says LEGO Design. This must have been given to me by a designer, or I don't really remember where I got this. I don't know why this is in my box, to be honest, but it's certainly not mine because you have to be a designer to own it. So this must have gone with the employee Playday minifigure, and that was part of the bulk purchase. I got so much stuff I'm kind of forgetting what I got. But here we have another very strange Clickets item. Yes, this is LEGO. If you look at that, that doesn't even look like LEGO at all, but it's quite interesting, just a piece of LEGO history. Would love to do a video on Clickets as well. I don't want to own every Clicket set because there are so many, but it is good to get some of them to showcase. And here we have some really cool items. Unfortunately, it looks like there's been some damage to this one in transit. and I don't really know how to fix that. But this is a Legends of Chima Speedors display piece, and it's really cool because most store displays are quite large, but this one's actually a really small one, just showcasing the gimmick sets. Unfortunately, the acrylic stand, I don't even know how that happened, but it broke off in transit. It certainly wasn't broken when I bought it. I don't even know how that happened in there, but that means that I will have to figure out some way to open this up, but it is pretty cool, just kind of a little Lego Chima display. And what's even cooler for me is that, yes, there is a Ninjago version as well. This one comes with Wu and Garmadon, and then Cruncha and Kai DX, showcasing these spinners on this really cool display. Could totally see this mounted on my wall somewhere, so I certainly would like to find a very cool home for this somewhere in my collection. Also in this box is this set of random Lego Duplo blocks. And these are just all printed Duplo blocks. They come from a very old vintage Lego Duplo set that basically had all these different patterns that you could use. Don't know what I'm gonna do with this, but I thought it was cool and it was super cheap, so I couldn't pass it up. It's just another interesting thing in my collection. Here is a Lego VIP Classic Space Hat, thanks to Lego for giving us these during Fan Media Days. Oh, and then here we have some pretty cool older sets. We have the Expert Builder set right here, which is kind of the precursor to Model Team, so that's a pretty nice one there. I didn't own that one yet. We have a classroom here with, I think I was told all the stickers are intact, so we will see. Oh yeah, wow, look at that. Look at the stickers, they're all quite nice still, nicely applied, so that is very cool to see. Just a vintage Lego Homemaker set here, and let me just slide this cover back together. I will be building all of these eventually, but as of right now, they will be added to the backlog, and maybe taking this out was not a good idea. Oh, yep, that box is getting a little bit damaged, so I don't care about boxes anyway. Here we go. This was Meteor Strike, a Lego board game set, which I didn't own yet. That comes with the gold Bionicle Zammersphere, which is quite nice. And I do want to collect all of the Lego board games and try them out, so that one is just another one for my collection. Here, we've got this strange item, and this item is actually one of the strangest ones yet because it is kind of a combination of multiple sets. If you look this up on Bricklink, there's, I believe, either one or no listings, so it's very strange. Also, it's sealed, so I just wanted to pick it up in case there was like an interesting video to be done on it, showcasing all the different vehicles here and a little bit of a street for kind of starting your own classic street area. Here we have the base plate and instructions, and presumably, hopefully the parts are in, they're not in here for sure. So somewhere around in one of the boxes I've gotten are the parts to build this very nice little Lego house. I set the base plate and instructions aside, and the bag of parts must be in a box that's either on its way over or sitting over there. Here, however, are the parts, I believe the parts to this Lego car here, this vintage Model Team style car, the Renault 1926 40 CV, I believe. So this is quite nice, and I'm going to set all of those parts aside so I don't lose them with the instructions. Well, that one was pretty easy as well. Now we get to one of the more interestingly shaped boxes, and that is this one right here. Now this was the result of me running out of boxes and just trying to kind of scramble to find a box that I could just make. Now it is a bit worrying how there's a giant hole on the side. That being said, it doesn't look like I had that much loose Lego in it, so, you know, let's just hope and pray it's okay. Now, one of the coolest items that I got is actually this right here. Folks in the comments, let me know if you already recognize this beforehand, but this is actually a set of the Lego number blocks. This was back when Lego was doing wooden toys. They also are letters, so you have like A, B, C, D, and so on. But you can see here, all of these blocks have numbers and letters. Now, I actually drew a bit of the short end of the stick because both Jonathan and Ethan found like the giant size Lego wooden block sets. They found it literally seconds before me, but we operate on a first come, first serve rule. So sadly, this was the only one I got, but it is still really cool to get a smaller version of it. It does look like I did actually get the, wait. Did I totally bought this set twice. That's crazy. Because this is full of stuff, unless I put other stuff in here. Oh good, okay, I put other stuff in here. I was worried there for a second. No, okay, so this box goes to that set over there, but for whatever reason I put other stuff. But this is probably one of the coolest items I got because this is the exclusive LEGO Design Seminar 2023 set. It includes exclusive printed elements for DS23. You also have exclusive printed elements somewhere else as well. I think there's a lot of exclusive components here. Also the actual complete purple spaceman, which is really cool. It does say not for resale, and absolutely I did not buy this. I actually traded this with a friend of mine. I'm not going to reveal who that person is, but we made a very good trade for it, and I just want to say thank you so much because I've been wanting to get this in my collection for a while now, and it is very, very cool to have this incredibly exclusive item added to the collection. Here we have another one of those vintage Lego sets, the System and Spiel. Unfortunately, it does look like in transit, all the bricks have been just kind of thrown about. So I will be putting these all back in a nice grid as soon as I can. But one thing I do want to point out about these vintage bricks is that you can see they don't even have the tubes on the underside because these were the early days of Lego, and I did get a full collection of those. So very excited about actually doing probably a full video on those. I feel like those will deserve a video of its own. But as of right now, I'm gonna put these back in the box they came from. I, again, don't really know why I took it out of the box, although it almost seems like these pieces don't fit, so I don't know how that held the parts originally, but here we are. Let's just get that set aside now and keep on going. Okay, so also inside this box, sealed, I think, Lego Bionicle Ultimate Battle Set, which is very, very cool. It says 5 action figures included, so I wonder if that's like Nuju, Nokama, and 3 Vaki, which looks like it is what it says, 5 action figures included. So that's quite interesting. So they just packaged them all in this bag. Okay, I guess this isn't sealed because they're in Ziplocs, but that is still really cool to see all of these pieces. And these were actually the pieces that you would get inside these boxes. So that's actually quite cool, and it comes with all the instructions too, and the Kanoka cards. Very, very interesting item here. I already own every Bionicle set, but technically I don't, because I didn't own something like this, which has this special bin. So if you really want to get technical, I do not own every Bionicle set because I didn't have this and other boxes like it yet. So it is very nice. I don't know how those all fit in there, but it is very nice to add this to my collection because it's a strange kind of promo set where you just get a bunch of pieces for figures and you could build your own stuff, but very cool to actually own the box for that. Okay, moving onwards, we have the last Classic Space, like mid-scale spaceship I did not own yet. Feels a little heavy for what's inside, and that is because I also put other stuff in here. Ooh, okay, so here are the parts to this. Okay, all making sense now. These parts go here. These parts are for the spaceship, indeed. So, again, you can really see I was trying to space optimize. Literally, space optimize. Haha. All of my pieces and boxes there. So, glad that I packed those away like that. We have another one, and I think we are getting to the vintage Lego items. Another Lego system set here, and look at that. Oh my goodness, that is so cool to see all the vintage pieces all together in these incredibly rare and valuable boxes. So, very excited to own that. We have a Lego train set here. I got this one because, well, it's Deutsche Bahn, but DB could also mean duck bricks, so I had to get this one for myself. And it has all these really nice, pretty good condition stickers, or are those, yeah, stickers and prints in some cases. So that is quite cool to see here. Just a vintage Lego train set I hadn't seen before. Moving onwards, we've got another one of those vintage Lego items. I'll be doing, again, a full video on all of these in the future, so I won't spend too much time on it, but it's really cool seeing just the quality of all of the items in here, and it even has a breakdown of what's included. Looking at the rest of the contents of this box, let's go ahead and continue to take things out. Here we have another one of those vintage Lego system sets. Super cool to see stuff like this. Again, we'll be doing a full video on that crazy haul, and we have even more stuff inside here. So this is a Lego Technic set. Now this one's quite interesting because it's kind of like a VTOL or like Air Force jet type of thing. Almost feels military-ish inspired, but this was The Mission, I think was the simple title of the set. It has like a CD-ROM for the Cybermaster, and this was actually done by Christian Faber, who did all of the designs and digital work for this. So it's actually really cool because we did get to spend some time with him in Copenhagen, so it's very cool seeing a set that he actually worked on and got a chance to interact with. Moving on from that one, let's see what else we've gotten here. Another vintage Lego train. This is an international transport train. And look at that box. I think it's so cool how the train actually comes quite like that, where you can just put it right inside there, and you have all the instruction manuals and so on inside here as well. So super cool just getting these vintage items. And I think the final thing in this box, oh yeah, oh, this is quite heavy. This is another one of those vintage Lego items, set number 50. And if I go ahead and slide this open here, you can see it is actually filled with vintage Lego bricks. Like, look at this. See, looks like a normal Lego brick, but on the underside it is using the vintage pieces, and these are all era accurate because this actually came from a vintage Lego collection. So it's always very, very cool to get stuff like that. But then we can move on to the next box here, where again, this might have been a classic Duck Bricks moment, but I walked outside and saw this package on my front porch, and it was just wide open. Like it was sitting kind of like this on my front porch, and that was especially concerning to me due to the amount of just random loose items I have on the top. So very likely, in transit, items may have fallen out. It was taped up really nicely, so someone like clearly cut it open. I'm assuming it was like border control or something because they thought it was suspicious I was sending like 100 boxes of Lego back home. But they didn't tape it back up. Whoever opened it did not tape it back up. The also unfortunate thing is that I have literally no idea what I bought. Like, look at this. It's a Duplo baby rattle. At least it was until it stopped rattling. There we go. Duplo baby rattle. I forgot I got this. So what is very likely is that I bought stuff that's just gone to the ether now, and I don't know where it is, but it looks reasonably full, so, you know, fingers crossed not too much got lost. This is super cool because it is a set of the vintage bicycles. It even includes the one with the sidecar, which is very cool. More on that later because I would be later acquiring quite a lot more of these in a store in Copenhagen if you watch all the vlogs, but this one actually does have the bicycle emblems on the box, which is very cool. Over here we have another one of those sealed Lego Roboriders, Throwbots style Slicer little vehicle sets, so this is another cool one. Sealed Lego Life on Mars polybag, very cool. Also have this polybag but don't have it sealed, so I thought that was quite nice. This is strange. It is a Lego Hero Factory band. So it's kind of, I think it says Hero Factory on the side, but it's like one of those like bands that you wear around your wrists. So that's kind of cool. It's like a bracelet for Hero Factory. Very strange promotional item, but one that I thought was interesting. Lego World playing cards. These are official branded Lego playing cards. I don't think that they were anything. I think Ethan got a set as well, and I have to open them up and see what they are. Okay, yeah, so they're literally just regular playing cards, like not Lego branded, except for the back that says Lego World. And yeah, not even the Joker or anything. These are just regular playing cards, but they do say Lego World. They're also a little bit thinner than most playing cards, so I'm not quite sure how good they would be in magic tricks, but these are interesting to get nonetheless. This here is a banner, and I think it's a hidden side banner. Yeah, look at that. So this is really cool. It's a Lego hidden side banner. I'm holding it the wrong way, but it's showcasing one of the ghosts from the game where it's kind of like a Big Fig style creation. He's got a big helicopter on the top. I think because of the ghost, that means that this is probably from one of the later waves of Lego Hidden Side, because this was, I believe, the one that came with the plane, so you could kind of battle him in the sky. But this is pretty cool, Lego Hidden Side banner. What else do we have here? Sealed Lego Bionicle playing card booster packs. I don't actually own a lot of these or really any of these, and I do want to get the full set at some point, so just good ones for my collection. Another weird sealed Click-It set, which is kind of like a sports-themed one. That's interesting. Strange Lego item there. Another sealed one for the underwater stuff like clams and seashells, and yes, you can actually use some of these for Lego interactive pieces, so you can actually stick these onto studs and stuff, so these are actually really cool for details. This is interesting. Lego Ninjago medallion. So that is a branded Ninjago ninja there from the early days of Ninjago. We have some bricks in colors that they aren't supposed to come in, so trans red, trans yellow, some of these weird like violet colors, or some of these are just really rare colors as well. So we have like the medium brown as well, or the flesh stone brown, so that is quite cool, just random bricks. We have a bag full of vintage bricks, so very cool to get more vintage bricks here, and you can see the different early style of the anti-studs there. Always cool to get that. Speaking of bricks, Ninjago brick erasers. I think this is just like a box full of random Lego merch items, but yeah, Ninjago brick erasers, Bionicle Mystica something? Are these playing cards? They kind of look like playing cards. I kind of want to open this up now. It is sealed, but I mean, who else is going to open this up on camera other than Duck Bricks? So let's do it. Let's get rid of the seal. Oh, maybe it's like crayons or something inside. I don't know. But yeah, Bionicle Mystica never opened something. I don't know why. I must have gotten this wondering what it was. And let's see. Oh, this is playing cards. Whoa, okay, that's actually really cool. Look at that. So you actually have different Bionicle characters on each of the types of cards. That's actually really cool. These are officially branded Bionicle playing cards. Okay, I'm really glad I opened that up now. Like, that makes me feel a lot happier about opening that up because I wouldn't have known. But then the weight of it makes sense to be playing cards as well, so that's quite cool. The box is falling apart a bit, but still very nice to see. Life-size Lego Batman Batarang. And we have some Lego magnets. So these are some Lego castle magnets for the king and fantasy era and the skeletons. I don't know why the skeleton is yellow hands. That's kind of weird. Isn't that strange? Skeleton's yellow hands. It's almost, I don't know if that's an error or not. That's quite strange. But yeah, the evil knight looks like he has a Viking's torso underneath, which is quite weird. Moving on from that though, we have a Lego Ninjago spinner battle arena type of setup. It's all like cardboard pieces and a headband, so another strange promo item. I feel like I bought, yeah, I have another copy over there. I don't know why I got another one. I must have lost track of what I got, but another sealed Lego Technic item, so I guess I'll sell one on Whatnot at some point because I didn't mean to get two. This is quite strange though, a Legoland Deutschland little mini-land buildable character. Weird piece of merchandise there. Speaking of weird merch, Lego Hero Factory Savage Planet eraser, pencil, and notepad. Because why not? Always good to get the weird stuff. Official Lego Bionicle socks. Very cool. I don't think these will fit me, but it is very cool to have official Bionicle socks. That is actually quite cool. And I will try them on and see if they do fit me, because that would be nice. And here, oh, this is like a sports band set, part of it at least, that I must have just thrown in there. Here we have a Lego Arctic set, so that's another original one from 2001. This is actually quite an interesting bag because this contains some unique Lego items from Lego House Eiffel days underneath. I think I combined Ziplocs here because it also has a Lego set known only as Red Indians. And I will not be commenting on what they meant by that, but you can see this was back in the early days of Lego when maybe they were not super careful on the types of things they were depicting, but I got these because I actually do have the set, but it's very rare to find these feathers intact. Yes, these are official Lego pieces. The feathers go around the Native American heads there, and all of my feathers are snapped. So this actually had 2 intact feathers, and it was like $5 at the antique store, so I said, I have to get it. But here, some really interesting items because we have like Eiffel Day keychains, a brick that says Eiffel Day 2024, and exclusive minifigures specifically only at the Lego House Eiffel Day 2024. Definitely some of the rare items that I got in my collection because these are only given away during those events. I got a few extras just in case, but obviously will be keeping a full set for myself. And then I got some vintage bricks as well, just for some extras. Moving on from that, again, a lot of weird merch on the top here. Official Bionicle toothbrush. So this is something that you can use to brush your teeth if you want to. I wouldn't, but you can, so that's cool. I have like a Wenua one as well, so maybe Vekama one. I have another one, so it's good to get. I want to get like all of them because I think that'd be pretty funny. Here's a little giveaway set for Scarbeck Fan Weekend 2024, so that's just a nice little one with a nice print on it. Here is a loose Lego Ninjago brick for 2023 Legoland Deutschland, always good to get. And this is actually quite rare. The Lego House Fan Pre-Opening, number 32 of 600, is this set right here for the pre-opening of the Lego House, which was on September 22nd, 2017. So a rare Lego item there. I have a Paradisa notepad, which is pretty cool. This is a Lego System branded Paradisa notepad right there. Very, very cool to see that item here. And then we have some sealed Lego polybags, like a sealed Exoforce polybag, sealed Bionicle polybag, another sealed Bionicle polybag. I think this one's like officially Bad Guy from Bionicle 2006. So that's pretty cool to see. And then we have the Lego House grand opening set, because obviously I couldn't just have the pre-opening, I had to have the grand opening as well on September 28, 2017, which you can see right here, the two next to each other. I believe the grand opening one, for whatever reason, cost me a lot more than the pre-opening, which I guess for whatever reason it seems to be a lot rarer, even though there's less of it. We have some more promotional Lego bricks. I really like this Ninjago 2011 brick. That one is actually quite cool because that is the year the theme launched. So that is very interesting to see here. We've barely scratched the surface of this box, but we have a vintage Lego police set here. You can kind of see set number 6533, just a little Lego police set, just one to add to my collection. Someone gave me a 3D printed Lego minifigure holder shaped like the duck, which I thought was really cute. Thank you so much to the person who gave me that. And it is in yellow for duck bricks as well. This is very strange. It is a Lego Scala poly bag, and yes, this is a legit poly bag, but look at those pieces. That bracelet is one of the strangest Lego pieces ever, and you have all these different pieces to clip onto the bracelet. So another very strange Lego item. Moving on from there, here's just some random stuff that we picked up on our trip, like a Lego Idea House minifigure. That's thanks to Jonathan. More in the vlog about how we actually obtained that, but that is a very cool exclusive item. And then the bits and pieces of the Z-Blob mech that we built underwater. If you've seen Ethan's video about building Lego underwater, that is what remains of that build. I also purchased 100 copies of The Simpsons Cat, and I don't remember why I got this, but now I have 100, so that's cool. We have a Lego Ferraris truck from the Shell giveaways, which is pretty cool. These were only given away during the Shell events, so that is quite an interesting one to see. Let's see what else. Another Scala poly bag, which I just showed there. We have a Nexo Knights figure pack full of the soldiers. I always thought these minifigures were super cool, so always good to get them for army building. And then here are binders that I very carefully cultivated over my trip, but I'm actually trying to own every single Lego Ninjago playing card, and I have them all organized here by number. Of course, this is just Series 9, part 1 of Series 9, so I actually have quite a bit to go, specifically 16 or 17 more series to go beyond this, because they have 2 sub-series per main series, and this is number 9, but this is a start to owning all of them, so that is quite cool to see. Always good to get more items for the Lego record. Let's see. Sealed Bionicle trading cards. Very cool to get these. Unfortunately, these seem to be a bit damaged in transit, so I guess I'll just open these ones up. Lego Ninjago card display for Ratla here with a shrine and the minifigure, which is very cool to see that. This is a Lego Star Wars GWP. They just had extras at the Lego House. I got a ton of Lego Ninjago trading card packs, and these were thanks to Jonathan, who was roaming around Scarbeck. I was on a work call at the time, but he happened to see these and knew I wanted them, so made sure to get them for me, which is very nice. And you can see that we've got all of these different series that I missed, like the ones with the Ice Emperor and the ones with the Skull Sorcerer as well. Super cool to see stuff like that. Okay, moving on, we have someone's business card minifigure here, and thankfully most of the big stuff or the little stuff is dealt for, because most of this box are big items, but we have the box for the Lego sports set right here, which I set aside over here, so these go together. We have more sealed snap sets. I do need to make sure I didn't double up, and I realized just as I said that, I did totally buy 2 of the same set, but that's fine. One of those will be going to Whatnot. We have more Bionicle trading cards, fully sealed. Very cool to get these actually sealed. Some more Ninjago trading cards right here, multi-packs here with some of the exclusive cards, because now that I've decided I must own every single one, it is going to be quite a challenge to get them all. Some little giveaways here and there. Someone gave me a duck, which is really nice. The Lego House Chef poly bag, let them cook, as well as the Lego House Build Your Meal poly bag. Let's see. Gonna go lightning round here. We have a Ninjago magazine with cards with glutinous there, so that is pretty cool. This is really interesting. So this is a little promotional base plate they had at special vintage Lego events. It says, use your imagination and no more than 25 Lego elements to build something on there. And I've been wanting to track down one of these base plates for a long time. I feel like this might be the second one I got on this trip, but you know, it'll be cool to have two. Moving on from that, we have some more Ninjago trading cards because I'm trying to get all of them. Lego Robo Riders wheel pack, so that's cool to get it in the box. And we're almost wrapped up here. We have another Lego Ninjago binder, and these ones are for the newest series. So this is Series 9 Part 2 of the Ninjago cards. So good to find my full binder. I was wondering where that was. And then I just got a bunch of other extra Lego house sets. So we have the Lego House Pirate, which is really nice. These are all fully sealed. We have the dinosaur set, which they brought out from the vault for only one day on fan days at the Lego House, a full day. So that was super cool that they did that. We have some exclusive Lego House prints, also only as part of the special fan days. So I managed to get a couple of those. Let's see. More Ninjago trading cards. This is becoming a very Ninjago trading card heavy pack down here because we have a ton of extra binders for me to be able to store the other series of trading cards. Some of the trading card playable mats, which are used to play the game. We have some more Ninjago magazines. This one has a Legacy Stone Warrior, so that's actually pretty cool. That's a good minifigure to get for army building. A couple of Lego House ducks because I have to always stock up on Lego House ducks while I am in the Lego house. And we are nearing the bottom here, just some random Lego pamphlets, like vintage pamphlets. I don't know why. Yeah, I don't really know why I got these. Oh, these must be for the sports bus. That makes sense because they have the stickers for that. Even more Ninjago trading card packs over here. And then we've got some Lego Batman hat pieces so you can pretend to be Batman or just man if you put the ears down. And then the last item here is actually signed to Duck Bricks from the designer of the set, who was actually a former contestant on Lego Masters, which is really cool, seeing more and more Lego Masters go on to work for Lego. And that's it for this box. There are many more boxes left to go, so let's get to those right now. Okay, so continuing on with the haul, I of course have to cover all the stuff I managed to fit in my suitcases because thankfully I was able to pack at least some of the rarest and most special items. I'm going to start off here by taking a look at these Lego Inside Tour sets. I've been absolutely dying to build these, and my goal is to have every single one of the Inside Tour sets eventually. I don't know how long that's going to take me because these are very hard to come by. But this is actually one of the oldest ones. I believe this is from the 2015 Inside Tour. You can see it's number 67 of 80 for that tour, and they host multiple tours a year, so there aren't only 80 in existence, but this is super cool to actually get. The other one that I really was excited about was the Lego System House here. It's one of the more modern Lego Inside Tour sets, but this is really special because this was the only set so far to include a prototype kind of specialized drafting arm element that can actually move around. It's the same type of material that they made the movable Lego wooden duck toy out of. So super cool to see this included in the set here. And this, I believe, must have been the 2019 Inside Tour. And then finally, one more set over here. Again, one of the more recent ones. We have the factory AGV. So these are some of the molding and packing machines that they use in the factory. It's a really nice complement to the actual Lego molding machine set from the Lego house, and this is actually number 2 on that tour, and it's even signed by the designers, which is super cool, and this is from the 2022 Inside Tour, so one of the most recent ones. I am on the hunt for all of them, so of course let me know in the comments if you have any for sale. I can't wait to build these, and definitely stay tuned because I certainly will be doing reviews on every single one once they're built, because it is pretty rare for someone to actually open them up and build them, and I want to share that on YouTube. Moving on from that, we've got some vintage Lego sets like this set right here, utilizing some of the older Lego tree granules. Super cool to see this. I think this must be from the early 1950s or 60s. This is a really old Lego set right there. We've got some pamphlets from that same exact era, so it's kind of cool to see like the early version of the Concorde there. This is super nice because it's a little booklet catalog type thing which shows you how to build very large sculptures out of Lego, so that's quite a cool one to see there, the original Lego logo as well. We've got a classic space official t-shirt. We have a Legoland shell station, and the parts for this are somewhere here. I guess we'll come across them. We have some more vintage Lego items, like this vintage bus station here. Very cool to see that in the original box. We have one of the early Lego Maersk Line ships. Also cool because I can display this one next to the much bigger, more modern versions of it. Vintage Lego house here, some Lego magazines. This is a Lego carrying case, which is quite interesting. Never saw that before, but had to pick that one up. And then here we have a compendium of all of the Lego Blocks magazines, starting from one of the more recent ones going all the way back in history for this year. And I did actually get a couple of them signed by some of the Lego designers with sets featured on the magazines. So when I was hanging out with Lego designers George Gilliott, Justin Ramsden, and so on in their cabins, they were able to sign some of these magazines for me, which is super cool because obviously I didn't have the sets on hand to sign, but the magazines showcasing them are the next best thing. And I think this one, yeah, look at that, even has a spread of the designers, and so of course they decorated their own photos inside the magazine, which is super cool. Definitely a very unique item I want to display. Moving on from that, Christian Faber was kind enough to gift me some of the sealed Lego Robo-Rider sets, and I promptly made the combiner model out of them. Now, I think some of the pieces are still being put together here, but basically it kind of looks like this. It's actually utilizing the canister wheels as the canister lids as wheels there, which is super cool. You can see the canisters here, and what's even cooler is that the prototype canisters are factored inside as well. This is back when they were considering actually making these vending machines, so they actually had all the parts fit inside these little almost soda can size containers, and each of those have the prototype canisters in them as well, all 6 colors, which is very cool, and I definitely will have a very dedicated nice space in my future museum showcasing those. Moving on from that, we have another vintage Lego set here, just kind of a classic house with one of those vintage style trees. Very neat to see something like that be featured right here. We have this bizarre Lego developer set. This is a Lego GitHub Developer Summit 2021 exclusive gift. It is one of the strangest official Lego sets ever, and there's not a lot of documentation on it online, but it is an official Lego set with a part number. I don't even think this is on Bricklink, but my buddy Jonathan, Mini Superheroes Today, encountered this at a Lego convention and picked it up for me, so thank you to him for doing that. He also gave me this special printed Disney 100 castle, which is very, very cool. And yeah, you can even see that, like, if you're missing parts for the set, you can order replacement parts through GitHub, which is very, very strange. This must have been some sort of a co-promotion with Lego, but definitely one of the most interesting random Lego sets ever. I got a Lego Dreams kind of sand hourglass keychain because that is super cool. I believe this was exclusive to Europe. And what's even cooler is I got some special Legoland Lego Ninjago printed, like, 0 value euros. So these are all different Lego Ninjago prints there. Always cool to add some exclusive Lego items to my collection, so good to see that. I did not get the yellow castle because I already owned it, but I did actually get this perfect condition box, and this was actually just given to me by a store owner, and he mentioned he was holding on to it for a collector to come by. It is kind of crazy because the box is in insanely good condition for its age, and I didn't already own the box. I think I owned like the front cover, but it was ripped off in really bad condition, so it's really cool to actually own the legitimate box for the Yellow Castle. It's definitely a piece of Lego history I'll be keeping very, very sacred. Moving on from that, we have another gift from Christian Faber, and this is the incredibly rare sealed Lego Galador Tiger set. This is one of the strangest Lego items ever because it was part of the second wave of Galador, which only released in certain territories like Australia and New Zealand. It's one of the rarest Lego Galador sets ever. A used copy will probably set you back around $400, and sealed copies are practically non-existent. That being said, I will be opening this up for a video because I do like opening up all my Lego sets, and I don't even know when I'm gonna ever come across a used copy, so I definitely wanted to get this one to open up and showcase on video, so stay tuned for a video on that. Moving on, some other bizarre Lego items. This is a preliminary Lego Ninjago box, And what's really fascinating about this is that this is kind of fully put together, and it's a piece of test material. You can see the minifigures are all prototypes, which you can see right there. They're all the early prototype images, and this is basically a box that's sent out to retailers as a sample so they can know exactly what the dimensions are going to look like. It has all the prelim artwork, a very, very strange thing. I believe somebody else I know owns a superheroes version of this, and it's good for me to own the Ninjago one because obviously this is a very, very unique piece for my future museum. Moving on from that, this tube is filled with original artwork from Christian Faber, and I'm not going to be opening this right now because I want to do a separate video on this. It's super, super special stuff in here, so stay tuned for that. And then going on from that, I got a sealed copy of the Lego Batman Scarecrow playing set, which the instructions are around here right there. So it's this set over here. This I actually won on auction at Scarbeck Fan Weekend, and it is literally the only Lego Batman set I did not own yet, so it was pretty perfect. They had it fully sealed, available for purchase. Now I don't keep boxes, so I gave the box to Jonathan, and I really just wanted to keep the pieces, so wanted to pick that one up. And the same goes for a sealed Lego Snap set, which is very, very strange. I did keep the box for that because I had Christian Faber sign it, but that has been scattered to a completely different box. Let's come on over here and take a look at some of these random Lego minifigure pieces here. Now, these are all pretty much just from different stores and different people selling items that I was able to pick up. Like, for instance, I got a ton of tournament nights, and I got a lot of extra Ninjago figures because I can always do with extras. I want to collect a very 100% complete collection of Ninjago figures. And then here's just a bin of like random stuff that I picked up. We were at an antique store and sifting through the random pieces they had, so I just kind of picked out the stuff that I thought was cool. Some of these are pieces to like the sets over there, but you know, just good to have extra spinners, extra animals like this Lego Friends elephant. We have like a Minecraft magma cube here, Pythor's tail, Ninjago spinners as extras because I can always use some more of those, some Fabuland figures over here, just all sorts of weird stuff like a partially complete Killer Croc because I mean who knows, if I ever get the other arms I can make another one fully complete, and a partially complete Mungus as well from Shima. So just all sorts of strange stuff as well as some vintage Lego items here. I got extra copies of Frozone for the dual molded legs, which I suspect I'll be needing sometime in the future. We have some just Lego fantasy stuff, the silver hazmat suit, just minifigures I thought were pretty cool and I wanted to get doubles of. So I'll probably be sorting through all of these at some point. Let me know if you want to see a more in-depth look at all the figures that I got. And then of course, a lot of great Ninjago stuff. Somebody was selling like a ton of Day of the Departed General Cryptors, but you had to buy all of them, and I figured these are pretty cool for army building, so I wanted to get extras of those, some Dragon Form minifigures, some Vermilion, because I always liked those characters, and just different Ninjago characters all grouped together right here. Also, Flama from Lego Nexo Knights, missing the armor, but pretty much complete, the two different versions, which is a very, very cool minifigure and definitely good for army building. Moving on from that though, we have almost summed up this haul. Now, there's some other strange items here, like a first Lego League poly bag with some printed decals on there, so that's quite rare to see. 2x6 in chrome gold, nobody really knows the origin of it, but it might be an employee gift. We have some factory different colored pieces of a trans-orange Darth Vader helmet, as well as different colorations of blasters. Some pieces in colors that aren't supposed to exist that I was able to purchase from somebody at Scarbeck. And then we have some little Lego cars. These were the original cars that they used. I believe there's a couple of other ones over here, but just wanted to get more of these vintage Lego cars here. Shell polybag, a Danish flag from Lego Campus, which they had as like, I guess, giveaways. I asked if I could take one and they said yes. So this is officially, I guess, technically a Lego item because this is from the Lego Employee Campus, which is pretty cool. And then, let's see, what else do we have here? Some signed masks. We've got some of the Dragonborn warriors from D&D. I managed to get like a ton of these for army building, and that was actually from the New York store. Here we have a really cool Lego Life minifigure. This is an exclusive Lego Life magazine minifigure here. Lots and lots of extra Ninjago trading cards in here. The amazing Lego Monkey Palace board game, which has quickly become one of my favorite board games ever that we've played so many times since we picked it up early at the Lego house. And then here is one of the rarest items ever. It is the actual Lego church, and you can see the great condition of the box. Lego very rarely does religious items anymore, so this is super, super cool to see. It was very, very expensive to pick up, but definitely something that you don't see every day, so I'm really happy to be able to add this to my collection. Speaking of rare items, we have an original box with one of the vehicles inside. Unfortunately, it is a little bit water damaged in my suitcase. I actually bought it and it was pristine, and in my suitcase it got water damaged, which is quite tragic, but you know, the box is still, you can still see it. It's still pretty visible there. We have some of these chrome Duplo bricks, which are given to employees when they either have children or celebrate 10 years of working at Lego. So they're different colors depending on what they're representing. Some exclusive Lego World minifigures, which are quite rare, as well as another Lego Idea House minifigure right there. Super rare to see that. I was able to pick up the drum lacquered gold guns version of Tracer from Overwatch, which was actually from Just Too Good, and this is one of the rarest Lego minifigures ever, with some really specialized pieces that never appeared in any other set, only given out to influencers during the Lego Overwatch campaign. And then we have some other strange items here. This is like a test brick made with biodegradable materials, so the color's a little bit off. We have some of the Lego Ghost prototypes in different colors, so trans clear, black, and red. Very cool to see these ones right here. And then, one of my favorite parts of the haul are these beautiful Lego marbled test bricks from the original factories. I got the entire set that they had right here. Super, super cool to see this. But I think my favorite is definitely this black, yellow, and red brick because it's kind of like a lava brick. I really love the coloration. And even has a bit of green mixed in as well, so that's quite strange to see. Moving on from that, we have another one of those biodegradable bricks. This one is a test Duplo brick. And speaking of prototypes, I purchased this at a store in Germany. I don't know what it is, but I did speak to several Lego designers who confirmed its authenticity, and it is a prototype of something. I think this is meant to demonstrate what you can do with moving Lego stuff. So as you can see, there's a switch here. You can turn it, this turns and these turn, so you can like put wheel axles in them, and those are all turning like so. It's a very, very strange Lego item. I don't know what Lego plans to do with it, but apparently these are just sitting around Lego Innovation House, so they're just a demonstration of what you can do with moving Lego elements in one solid brick. Who knows if this will ever actually come in any official Lego set, but it is a very, very strange Lego development piece, and a perfect one for my museum. Moving on from that, I think we've covered most of the super special stuff. I finally got the Julius and Friends official Lego monkey keychain, which I've been looking for a long time, and these never come up for sale, so that's super cool to see. I got an unprinted Lego employee business card minifigure, so this is kind of like a test version of it. And then we have the elusive Neil Armstrong's footprint piece, and this was only given away at one specific Lego European store. I think it was a couple of years back, so a very, very strange Lego item. And look it up if you want to learn more, because there's a lot more detail and history behind this. Lastly, we got some exclusive Lego store opening minifigures. Very cool to see those printed with the actual location and date of the store opening there of 2011. And then finally, the very, very cool items that I got direct from Christian Faber are these original early spreads that he did for the Lego magazines, where he and his team were in charge of creating the scenery, of taking these photographs of the vintage advertisements, and then these boards are actually what they use to scan in for the catalog. So this is really cool. You can see them actually appear on catalogs, and it's just a really cool piece of Lego history. Very honored to have added these to my collection. But now we have a lot more to open. So let's move on to the next boxes right now.
Okay, we have a few more boxes to go into. I just got in 4 more, so let's go ahead and take a look. So inside here, this is actually, I believe, almost entirely full of parts from Legoland Germany. I'm gonna get some of this other stuff out of the way, like some of these Lego Technic competition sets that I actually got all the way back in May when I went to Copenhagen, but I literally just didn't have the luggage space to bring them back, so Christian Faber held onto them for me, and now I have them. Plus, I even got this one with his signature on the box, because he actually did the Technic logo and the competition logo as well, so it was pretty perfect. Moving on from that, we have some more instruction manuals on some sets that I was able to pick up, as well as some more classic Lego stuff. But outside of those boxes, again, this is almost entirely Legoland Germany pieces. Now, that honestly deserves an entire video on its own, so I'm not going to dive into it right now, but we have bags and bags full of minifigures, clear elements. I believe I got one copy of every single element in Legoland Germany. I completely forgot I decided to do that on a whim, but we do have a lot of stuff here, and stay tuned for a lot more videos coming out about these pieces. I cannot wait to showcase my full haul because this box has literally been packed to the brim with just pieces from the store. Now, this isn't everything I got at the store because I believe I got some special color base plates they had as well in colors that aren't really supposed to exist. Very excited about those, but those are going to be showcased, I believe, in a different box. But this entire box is just, again, full of those stuff from Legoland Germany. Really good to unpack these because I've been dying to go through them. And yes, we are starting to get to some of the rare animals as well. So we're just going to do a very quick unpacking of all these. You can see a sneak peek of some of the really rare and special printed tiles from this one. So that's super cool to see here. Just all sorts of different details they had available. But overall, Legoland Germany, pretty crazy. This is full of animals too, so that is so cool. And I think at the bottom here, we might have some new friends. That's right. There it is. A giant little dolphin right here for you to enjoy. And then we also have baby dragon Ryu as well, so that's a cute one. I think most of this is just going to be mostly bags and poly bags. Yeah, so this is bags and poly bags. I got a lot of road tiles for my Lego City because I'm sure I'm gonna need a ton of those. I got a lot of poly bags. I believe I found these poly bags on like deep discounts, so I managed to get like just a ton of them. I don't know what I'm gonna use them for, but they had like lots of goats that you could buy in bulk, as well as these multicolored crystals that technically were never released outside of a pilot in the UK. I think they're gonna be coming out next year, but so far those are kind of early access elements, and just all sorts of stuff here, lots and lots of bricks. This entire bag is full of bricks that I use to mount my minifigs to the walls, so this is gonna be super, super useful for me to dive into here. And yeah, there's a lot to see here. Again, a lot of this is mostly just bricks and pieces from Lego Pick-a-Bricks. So I kind of went really crazy with this. This is probably going to be the wildest unboxing yet. Oh my goodness, yeah, like every single one of these has like a ton of pieces inside. So this is pretty insane, just the amount of stuff that we've got here. I also found like some sealed older collectible minifigs, so I had to pick up some of those. Lots and lots of stuff. We have some magazines, and yeah, I think this is almost everything just direct from Legoland Germany. I decided to collect the Minecraft cards as well because these are actually pretty cool designs, so I wanted to pick those up. Some other magazines, lots and lots of magazines. This is a really cool Garmadon comic book that actually includes a minifigure of Lord Garmadon, which I thought was super cool that we actually got it packaged with the book, so that's awesome. Let's see, what else do we have here? More and more magazines, so Dreams, Star Wars, Minecraft cards, and so on and so forth. Some sealed Lego Friends original animal sets, and then we get closer to the bottom are when we start looking at some of the older stuff I was able to pick up. I actually didn't own a single Lego Cars 3 set, and I'm looking to own all of them. So I bought some of them sealed as I found them. Same with this Lego City Hospital. I got it all sealed, but all the pieces are kind of scattered here and there, so I'm gonna have to do a lot of sorting to figure out what goes to what here. But one of the coolest things that I was able to find were these old Lego Modulex office nameplates. These, for whatever reason, they were on sale at the antique stores, and I got enough letters. They were so cheap, I literally got enough letters to make my own name. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna separate out all the letters and actually make my own name above my Lego collection with these old used Modulex office actual name placards. Very strange that Lego supplied those, and I'm not really sure what the story is behind that, but very cool. We have some limited edition Lego Minecraft cards here, so always good to stock up on those. And these, I don't remember what's it. Oh yeah, so these boxes are from the Lego Ninjago Pick-a-Brick that they had, and yes, you could buy all of the climber armor dual molded in bulk at Legoland Germany. Pretty insane, they just had those available, so I'm super pumped about those. So yeah, a lot of Legoland Germany stuff.
This is a legacy box with Lloyd. Oh, and I put some other minifigures in there. I guess I was just using this as minifigure storage throughout the trip, so I'm actually gonna set that aside so we can put all my minifigs together later. And then, as we keep on digging here, we just have some rare stuff. The folks over at Legoland Germany were super nice, and when talking to us, they gave us these exclusive happy birthday pins. Even though it was none of our birthdays, they still gave us some, which was very nice. We have some boats that I got from Legoland Germany as well. What is this? Oh, this is interesting. It's like a little Lego book that they saw. It had like this version of Lloyd from Day of the Departed. Just a weird booklet. I don't really know what this is. This is quite interesting. What is this? So it's like a ninja training manual. Oh, that's cool. So this is all in German, but I thought it was a cool piece of Lego merchandise. You have like a notebook or activity book here. It's always cool picking up these like weird Lego merchandise items that you never see in the US. Some more vintage Lego stuff. I see some dinosaurs in there, the Penguin's duck boat, because I just wanted another one of those little Lego ducks. And then at the bottom here, we just have a ton of fabuland animals. Now, I know that I had a lot more of these, so stay tuned because I believe one of those boxes over there is just chock full of only fabuland animals. I kind of went a little crazy buying them up. But just as we reach the bottom here, which I think was actually the top, I think I've opened this the wrong way, but we have this really interesting thing. It's like a Lego Ninjago Legacy tin. Now, the contents inside are just random things that I got, but this does include a minifig of Garmadon. It also includes some booklets, and I just thought it's cool, kind of another piece of Ninjago merchandise. And what's also strange is they had these Dreams pencils, so they came in these little boxes, only at one particular used Lego store, which I thought was cool. I don't know what this is, but it looks like a Ninjago spinner arena. Looking at this now, it's actually quite interesting because they actually have prototype artwork on the back, like Kai is unprinted and using a lime green spinner. So very strange how they have that, but overall, really cool piece of early Ninjago merchandise for the spinners. And then we have a Bionicle officially branded Toamari bag, which I thought was super cool. I just randomly found this at Flo, the antique store, for 88 Danish kroner, so that's like $8 to $10, maybe less. So very cool piece of just old merchandise for a pretty good price. And then we have this Legoland Pirate Shield, which was pretty cool. I think I got this one from the Lego campus. Moving on from that though, we still have a few more boxes to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and set this one aside and go ahead and start to, wow, this is really heavy. Start to, pull over our next box here. Now let's go ahead and see what is inside here. Now this one is a pretty exciting one. There's a lot of random stuff like the sealed Ninjago movie playing card, but lots and lots of Ninjago magazine poly bags. I think I got most of these from the Scarbeck fan weekend, so they're all sealed, pretty cool. More pieces to that ambulance that we found earlier, or that hospital, so I'll go ahead and put that over there. A lot more of these Ninjago minifigure poly bags, so I just got a lot of these sealed. Don't really know what I'm going to do with every single one, but some of them have different minifigure variants, so I did need to collect those. This looks like a couple of vintage Lego sets in there, some more vintage pirate stuff in that bag. We have a sealed Lego Studios set, which is pretty cool. Even more Lego Ninjago packs, and even a Nexo Knights one too. Oh, that's pretty cool, actually. I quite like that vehicle that they've got going on there, so that's pretty cool to see. Lots and lots of sealed bags. This goes to a Ninja Turtles set that I purchased, so that's bag 2 for that. And yep, that's bag 1. This is to a 90-year anniversary Lego set I purchased. This is pretty cool. An officially branded Lufthansa airplane here, so that's not something you see every day. You could pretty much only get this from the airline itself when you were taking a flight, so that is very cool. Some more of those miscellaneous pieces, and then you have some Modulex here. I thought these were pretty cool. It's just all red Modulex bricks, and it's pretty rare to see the 2x6s, and you can see these are much smaller than normal Lego pieces, so those are very, very cool with my finger for comparison there. Moving on from that, we got some more vintage Lego items. This is parts of the pirate stuff. You can see I was really running out of Ziplocs when I was just like trying to make this small Ziploc work, but I was very desperate for Ziplocs. I was just kind of covering them up when I could because I completely did not pack any Ziplocs this trip, so I was going off of only what the stores had on hand. But you've got some castle stuff in there, excited to rebuild that. This is cool, a sealed Lego service pack. This is fully sealed. It's just kind of an accessory pack, but this must be from, let's see, 1988. So this is very cool to see, actually brand new and sealed. I don't really usually advocate to keep stuff sealed, but that's the kind of thing that's kind of cool, so I want to keep it sealed. Giant Digikai trading card there. Here is that hospital set that I got. I have no idea where the base plate is, because I feel like that's a pretty important part to it, but given that the set was sealed, it must be in a box somewhere. There's a lot of magazines on the top here, and a lot of instruction manuals too. Like, I can see these are the instruction manuals to some of the sets I got, so I don't want to just put these away, because I'm definitely going to need some of them. But we're going to just keep on digging through here. I believe this island goes to the pirate build that I got, because that's actually the set that corresponds with it. These are like notepads from Legoland Germany, some more catalogs, instruction manuals to sets that I purchased, so I just have to set all these aside. And then we get to some pretty crazy stuff here, because this is just a bin that is mostly full of Modulex, and you can see on the inside, it's literally just a bin full of Modulex. This might be the most Modulex I've gotten in a while, but because we space optimize here on the Duckbricks channel, I also filled it completely to the brim with Lego Fabuland figures. So you can see here, we've just got a ton of different Fabuland figures. All of them were priced individually. I thought that they could ring them up as a group, but sadly they had to scan every single one, so I stood there for like 45 minutes while they scanned like 300 Fabuland figures. But what's very cool is that we have a Bionicle Baraki water bottle here as well that is actually still in the original sealed bag it came in, because this is part of the packaging. So that's super cool. That means I can actually drink from it because it's not used. Also over here, we have a sealed Lego Modulex box. This is not the first one. There are many, many other sealed Modulex boxes that I picked up, but this is very cool to actually see it in the original packaging. I will, however, go ahead and close this back up for now until I figure out what on earth I'm going to do with all these Fabuland figures, but you know, I took the chance to get them while I could, and I'm seeing something quite interesting I completely forgot I got. But these are actually pellets from the Lego factory. So this is the original granules that they used to make Lego pieces. I purchased a lot more of these now that I've remembered, and I hope that I find them somewhere, because they're certainly not in this bin. They must be in one of the other boxes. But they have to be in one of these boxes. Actually, they have to be in this box, I think. Maybe this one. They have to be like in one of these boxes. So fingers crossed I'll run across it at some point, because those are really expensive. Here's some more vintage stuff that I got. Sets and instructions. You can see some space stuff. Folks in the comments can maybe guess which ones those are. Also in here, a lot of random stuff like Nexo figures and Mixels and other train stuff that I wanted to pick up to just have some duplicates for my collection. In here is pretty cool because this is actually a copy of Spike Prime. So this is Spike Prime, which I've wanted to get ever since I competed on LEGO Masters. You can't really normally get this unless you are getting it through the LEGO education program, but the LEGO campus was selling some, so I managed to pick this one up. Very cool to get that one at a good price, and they even had these little divider trays as well that you could use to sort your pieces inside that, which is pretty cool. I got a series of official LEGO branded weaponry, so we have a pirate sword here, which you can see. We have a knight sword, like so. Unfortunately not really themed around any of the LEGO Castle factions, but they are officially LEGO branded, and you can kind of see that they do look like the LEGO swords. So you have a unicorn one here. You have a magic wand that also looks a little bit like the magic wand Lego piece, and then you have a red dragon sword, which is a lot closer to like a Lego Kingdom style thing, except red instead of green. So that is pretty cool. Here's the lid to the Spike Prime set, so we can finally put that back on there. And I think this is part of the mat that came with Spike Prime, so some of the instructions, the mat, and I will also set that alongside there. Okay, what else do we have? A little baggie full of signs, as well as a Chima bear, because I do want to army build the Chima denizens now that it's been merged with Ninjago. I completely forgot I got a black dragon there as well. A Lego house poly bag here, so that's a pretty cool one to get. Let's see, all of these, I'm a little hesitant to just separate out and mix in, because these are all from sets that I purchased that I needed to actually piece together, but I didn't need to keep the boxes for. So I'm gonna put these in their own pile over here, and I will figure out what goes to what later. It looks like one of these was the Snow White box. I don't even know why I got that. I guess it's because I had the Little Mermaid one, so I had to get the complete set. Yeah, so this is all sets. We have the Encanto set here with the animals. So that's pretty cool. Just gonna set that in its own pile here. That's what the set looks like right there. We have another set here. I think I was just getting some sets that I didn't own already. So this is a lot of Disney stuff that I'm seeing, a lot of the Disney princess stuff that I just don't normally buy, but I had a good opportunity to get it when I was there. So you can see the instruction manuals right there. These look like they belong to a Lego store GWP, I want to say, like building your own Lego store. And no idea where those go, but some more of the manuals for the Disney stuff. So good to have those, just trying to keep all those aside. Here is a GWP that they actually were just selling there, so that was quite nice to see GWPs for sale. And then, I believe these are also part of the sets. Some more sets. This goes to the Ninja Turtle sets, and then down here, I just have some actual bags for some of the sets that I got. So here are some of the sets. Unfortunately, the thing about the cardboard is that I had to label each one with the set number because now you can't see inside. Like for the other ones I can kind of figure out, but if you can't see inside, I did need to write down what set they go to. So that's why those are labeled. Here are some instruction manuals I didn't even open up. And then what was very unfortunate is that I saw that Lego was doing a sale on these sets, and they were like $20 each as marked, so I went and bought them and I didn't do the currency conversion, and after I checked out I realized they forgot to give me the sale price, so I just paid full price for those, which was rather unfortunate. But that's why I have 2 extras of these, because I thought, oh, that's a sweet deal. They just forgot to give me the sale price, and by the time I realized we were in a different country, but you know, sometimes mistakes are made. Moving on from that, we have the pieces to the Legend of Zelda Great Deku Tree here, and I got that because that is a 2-in-1 set, and I'm looking to build both versions of the model, so very excited to do that. We also have one of the GWPs I missed out on, which is this water park themed GWP right there, so you can see that, and just kind of going on through here. Little disconcerting, not gonna lie that there's just a loose piece in there, but you know, I'll figure out where that goes. And I think most of these pieces are for the Great Deku Tree. So with those out, we can then move on. Oh yeah, and I also missed out on this little Easter bunny house, which has a little bunny and a little duckety as well. So that is a very cute set right there. Okay, 2 down, 2 to go. So let's go ahead, move this box aside and open up the next box. All right, so we're quickly running out of space here, but I guess if we just push all this stuff to the side, we can make some room for the next box over here. I'm gonna go ahead and get on this side of it so you can see everything more clearly. Here is our next box that we're opening up, and this one is going to be super easy because this is also mostly just Lego sets. I got multiple copies of Dream sets because it's now my goal to own all of the different variations of sets you can get. That looks like it's from the Little Mermaid sets as well, which I managed to pick up. So we've got some of the sets here. Here are some instruction manuals of these sets that I did purchase because I just wanted to complete my collection on a lot of different things, like the Spooky House GWP, and you have these little Christmas ornaments, and then the Christmas GWP here. Just stuff that I just hadn't built yet, as well as the Friends gift with purchase, and this Fireworks gift with purchase that I never actually picked up, so that's pretty cool to get those here. Same with the Candy Shop, which I didn't build yet, the Florist, and the Fruit Store. So managed to get those, and I got a lot of extra Iron Man, Iron Legion wall pieces as well, so I can start building up my armies, just like my friend Jonathan. Moving onwards from those, we can just continue digging through this box here. I think I know what's in here. That might be CMFs, but we're just gonna have to get all these different bags out of the way. I got as many copies as I could of the Lego Batman Brickheads 8-in-1 set, and you can see some extras here. I really do quite like the packaging on these. These are really, really cool, the VIP special packaging versions of them, because those I do want to build every single variation that you can get. So you can go ahead, open these up. Here's another copy of the Fruit Store that they just had that I was able to pick up. Some more Batman Brickheads items in here. One of the Lego House 6 Bricks poly bags, which is pretty cool. More GWPs. This is a sealed Lego store set, and I think that was one of the bags that I opened up over there as well. And then this is pretty cool. It's a tower that has a guaranteed complete set of all the minifigures. We don't have these in the US, but they actually have these in Europe, so it was really cool to be able to pick each of these up. One for Series 25, one for Series 26 here, which is the space one. Again, these are full, complete, entire sets, and then one for the Dungeons and Dragons CMF there as well. Just very nice, exclusive packaged boxes. I got some last year as well for the other minifig series. And then in here, I think are some more maybe? Yeah, I think that's what's in here, so I'll open that one up later. A ton of Ninjago City GWP sets because these are super cool, and I'm a big fan of how they were able to produce these as actual sets, so we'll set those aside. More CMF stuff in here. We have some Lego Monkey Kid poly bags. These are also exclusive to the UK, Europe, and I think some parts of Asia. We did not get these in the US as far as I know of. I could have missed it, but these are pretty cool to get. Gorilla right there. And then we have some Lego Space GWPs sealed as well that they had for sale. An old Lego Mario 2020 GWP, which is quite strange to find just fully sealed in good condition. More Lego pieces, another D&D tower because I just thought that packaging was so cool, could not pass that one up. Lots and lots of poly bags here. This must go to something. I'm just gonna set that aside. And then also, same deal with these. They were on sale, listed as $25, bought them, rung up as full price, and I didn't realize, so I just paid full price. So quite sad I'm just now sitting on 2 full price War on the Water sets, but what can you do? Okay, moving on from that, we just have one last box for this segment, so we are going to get these boxes completely out of the way, and actually, I completely lied. We don't have just one box, we have 2 more, because there's this and there's a small box. So let's open up this one first. Okay, so we have this box here. This is pretty cool because it is a Lego Duplo shark. Those who might recognize this is literally the Duplo shark. So this is like actually the mouth that opens up. I think it's from 2004, so that was a very cool thing to pick up. Some officially branded Legoland shields here, so very nice to see that stuff. Some original stuff. I was gonna get Christian Faber signed, but I just didn't have time to, so just promotional material for Star Wars. I'll be back in Copenhagen, so I will bring those with me next time. Did I really get 2 of these? I totally did. That's so funny. I didn't even realize. Well, I guess it's another one of those Mari bags. What are the odds I found 2? That's crazy. But this is also really cool. It's a Bionicle Baraki binder holder, I think. Yeah, just a cool piece of merchandise. Another Legoland shield here, and then this is super cool. It's a sealed Lego Bionicle magazine. I've never seen this before, but it actually comes with the infected How Nuva, which is super cool. Definitely one of the rarer Bionicle items I've added to my collection to see that. We have a postcard for Lego Scala, a Hero Factory poster. I don't remember what this is, but it is pretty cool because it has all these different Lego minifigure illustrations on it. Looks like some sort of magazine. We have some sealed Lego Mars mission sets. Always super cool to see stuff like that. A giant Lego boat hull. Oh my gosh, I do know exactly what's in this box. But yes, a giant Lego boat hull. So this is, again, a very cool item here. Let me see if I can just close this up. Yeah, this was from Legoland Germany. So again, I wanted to get one of everything they had. This is pretty cool. I'm gonna hang this from my ceiling with the rest of my dragons. This is an official Lego Duplo dragon, and it is from the original Lego Duplo castle sets. Duplo is not something a lot of people pay attention to, so I think this isn't on a lot of people's radars, but it is officially a Lego molded dragon, and it is very cool how large this is. Unfortunately, not very posable, but still a very cool little Lego piece. This is a Rebel Nature t-shirt Christian Faber gave me. Big shout out, thank you so much for that. We have some Lego Fabuland sets over here, mostly intact. You might be wondering what this is, and we're gonna get to that in a second. Some random base plates, a train set that, of course, DB Deutsche Bahn, but you could pretend it says Duck Bricks, so I had to pick this one up. And this one is really cool. I'm not gonna open it, but it has a lot of nice details on the inside of the box there, so that's a super cool vintage set I was able to get. This is absolutely bursting with Ninjago trading cards. Like, I'm not even joking, this is just a ridiculous amount of Ninjago trading cards in here. And then, one of the coolest things that I was able to get, Legoland Germany had these. And you might be wondering, what is this? And this is a 48 by 48 base plate in the bright green color which technically doesn't exist. This is officially a Q part. However, they had them for sale in bulk. I don't know if that means it's like a pre-release where we maybe will be seeing a Lego set with this in the future. Maybe that also means that these were just extras they had from the model shop and they decided to sell them. Regardless of the story, they are very cool to actually get in green. And one did appear in regular green for the Grand Carousel, but not in this shade of green. So I had to get 4 copies because that is just something pretty cool. Speaking of which, one of the antique stores also had this in yellow, which is the same base plate but yellow. Technically, this was included if you bought those gigantic Lego playstations for your kids. So if you got that, you would get this, but otherwise really hard to find on its own. Obviously, Duck Bricks yellow, had to get a big yellow plate. I'm probably gonna use this to mount minifigures to the back and mount it on my wall. So I'm gonna have to figure out what theme to put on here. It's gotta be something very special because this is probably the only one I'll ever own. Okay. But moving on, this is very strange because you might be wondering why I brought home a crate. And this is no ordinary crate. This is actually an official Lego factory storage box. It says Lego Group on the side. This, I have no idea whatsoever how this escaped the factory. Literally no idea how you smuggle one of these out, but this is actually what's used to store raw Lego elements in the official Lego factories. Definitely one of the most random cool things I was able to pick up on my trip. But the lid is either in here or in a different box, and if the lid is not in here, I'm gonna start getting very worried because that also says Lego on it. But in order to do this, we are going to put this on its side, get some of this stuff out of the way here, and try and slide this out because obviously I bought this completely empty and then packed it to the brim of Lego stuff. So we're gonna do a slide, okay. I think that worked, great. And then, oh yeah, looking good, looking good. We just have an empty box now, so that's quite nice. Always good to get rid of boxes. Okay. Let's dive into what's inside this crate, because this crate is full of just honestly random stuff I picked up in Billund. We have 2 sealed Lego Scala sets. Very cool to see these. These are like the outfits that the characters could wear. 2 more of those sealed Mars mission sets. Also very interesting. Some of these Lego Ninjago cards. I kind of went card crazy on this trip. I think this either has more cards and some minifigure pieces as well. Interesting. So mostly just cards in here. We've got a lot of these cards, Lego Ninjago movie keychains. I found them selling all of the Ninjago movie keychains in Germany, so I got one of each. I think I have most of them already. But one thing that was super cool is that for Fan Media Days in 2024, they made minifigures of all of us. So this was the official, I guess the official Christopher Lee Duck Bricks minifigure, where they actually have it saying Fan Media Days 2024 with I guess a head that sort of looks like me on there, which is very, very cool. So thank you to Lego for doing that. It's actually very cool to even have my name on the bottom of the box. So we had to find our own minifigures, which was very sweet. Got some Christian Faber signed items right here from the original Bionicle sketches. And let's see, this is a Lego Fabuland book. Like it's an original Lego Fabuland storybook, which is very cool. I got some of those. I don't think that's the only one. This sounds empty to me. Yep, empty Ninjago tin. We have, oh, this is quite funny. Yes, when I was packing up this box at DHL, I was told I had to open up every single item inside before I could be allowed to ship it. Thankfully, they only picked this box to actually have me open because I would have been totally screwed if I had to open all the other sealed sets. But unfortunately, they did ask me to open up the sealed Ninjago box here and they retaped it, but it's not quite the same, but you know, at least that has a story behind it now. Here is the box for that Snap set over here. Here are some medals that we got on something that hasn't been announced yet. Some other Ninjago cards. Yeah, this was packed somewhat hastily because I had to dump out the entire contents in the DHL store to let them be able to check and make sure I wasn't bringing over any illicit goods. But this is quite interesting. It's like a brick voucher from Legoland Germany. Never seen that before, so that was pretty cool to see. Oh, here's one of them. This is a bunny backpack. So this is actually from the original Lego Duplo line. So this must be from, let's actually figure out when this came out. And the thing is, the bunny has been Duplo's mascot for a while, so this could be really any year. But the tag suggests this is quite old. Now, it doesn't say what year this is from. I wonder if there's like a copyright symbol, but if you look at the logo, that is the old logo. So this is probably from like maybe the 1980s, 90s, early 2000s. Super cool to find this. Definitely one of the rare Lego items, but this is now a new bunny friend. We also got Ninjago Nia in the Hands of Time outfit, which is pretty cool as a stuffed animal. I got a couple more of those little small parrots, which sadly they have now discontinued, so they don't make these anymore, but I found these at the antique store, and I really regret not getting more last year. I actually really wished I was able to get like an army of these because they were so cheap, but they don't make them anymore, which is so sad. Moving on, here is another one of those Lego City Hospital bags. We have some additional Lego pieces here, a Ninjago keychain, some more random parts, more Ninjago playing cards. I don't know why these are all just loose, but I'll figure it out. So they shouldn't have been loose in the box, but I guess Customs was having to go through some of it. But anyways, we've got some more Ninjago trading card packs, a ton of keychains here from the Lego Ninjago movie that I was able to pick up, and even some from Ninjago Legacy, so that's pretty cool. Some more of these Lego Ninjago bags, so I'm gonna toss those over with the ones that I got previously. More cards. This feels very heavily full of Ninjago cards. Let me just confirm. And yep, there it is. A ton of Lego Ninjago trading cards in there. Those are from the 2018 Sons of Garmadon wave. Ninjago postcard exclusive to Lego Campus. Lots of crater plates because they had them for bulk at the antique stores. Oh, that's a little dirty, but whatever. You know, always good to get crater plates like so. More cards in there. Sealed Bionicle set. Sealed Chima minifigure accessory pack. This is cool. It's a Lego transport truck. That's actually quite a rare Lego item right there to see. We have another rare Lego homemaker set, which I believe I got a couple or other ones previously in the haul, but good to get more of those. Let's see, this is a Lego airplane that says Legoland. Again, another vintage one. I wonder what year this is from. Yeah, it doesn't really say the year. Must be from like the 60s or 70s, a really old style of set here. This is another classic Lego town set. I really like this one because it actually has like this pretzel sign on it, which is pretty cool. And then you have this awning piece as well, which is very, very interesting. Moving on from that, this is really rare. It's the 2013 production factory set, and you could only get this if you worked at the factory. So this is one of the rare Lego items I've been able to add to my collection, although really everything in here is quite rare. Here's another bag for that hospital set. Lots more Fabuland pieces in here, so we'll get those out last. Some more rare sets like this fireboat. I got another one of the homemaker sets because why not? Always very cool to get those. Some more Chima figures in these battle packs here. Look at those crazy weapons. I really miss it when Lego did stuff like this. I wish these would come back and have exclusive minifigs in them. This is pretty cool. It is a Lego Modulex box, so opening it up, you can see some of the very elusive and rare gray Modulex bricks inside. So that is super, super cool to see. Some more Modulex related items here. This is another official Lego Modulex box, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to, you know, maybe we'll keep the sealed for now and I'll do a separate video. I just don't want to damage the box, but it is full of Modulex items. And then here, you can see I was like already trying to piece together like, okay, there's Chris right here with the T, so I'm really close, and an O-P-H-E-R. So I think I put most of what I needed on here, and there's the lowercase h. I was gonna give one to my dad, Michael, but it's the only lowercase h I could find, so sadly he will not be getting one, and I'll be taking the lowercase h for myself. Maybe he'll get one with the uppercase h. But you can see lots and lots of interesting name tag pieces there. This is Lego Docta sticky notes. So, that weird, but also just a cool piece of Lego merchandise. Only in Villain you'll find weird stuff like that. Oh, and here's the other one. Yes, okay. So this is another bunny, and this one also has the original old style Lego logo on it. So you can tell this one is quite old, probably from the 1980s, I would bet. Very, very cool to see this. 1984 is what this says, so this is actually officially from 1984, but it is a new red bunny friend here, so that's another one to join the squad. Found the Lego Bionicle set there, which is pretty cool. Is that even complete? It definitely is not. Oh well. Always cool to get the packaging, nonetheless. Let's see, this is cool. I don't know why I got this. It's like a printed Cats Duplo blocks. I always thought the printed blocks were cool, so that's quite interesting. More of those pellets, but not all of them, because I had these little containers of pellets as well. I'm sure they're hiding away in one of these boxes. But this is pretty cool. Small house from 1955. Look at that box. That is so cool to see. Look at that little box in there. This comes with just the pieces for a house. We have some clothing for Scala figures. Yes, this is official Lego. Lots of random stuff. White pellets as well. The pellets are really cool, actually. It's quite rare to see those. Lots of what looks to be mostly Fabuland figures, Modulex bricks, and so on and so forth. And then we have another Lego employee exclusive gift, the Happy Holidays 2010 Christmas game that you could only get if you were an employee, so that is super cool. We have another furry friend here in the form of the Lego Ollie the Dragon stuffed animal with the mouth open. I just love that facial expression, a very cute one with the wings that can flap. And looking at this one is from 2004, so again, another kind of vintage Lego stuffed animal. We have another Legoland boat here, so most of this is from Flow. We have a Nexo Knights minifigure battle pack. Didn't I get this already in the haul? Maybe this is the second copy of it. That's kind of funny how I got two. Not too expensive though, so it doesn't really matter. And then I've never seen this before, but these are Modulex base plates. So this is quite fascinating. You can see these are actual base plates for Modulex, and they're kind of custom cut for a lot of them. So bizarre pieces of history. They had what was very tragic that I had to leave behind. They had a Modulex base plate that was literally taller than me. It was like an easel, and it was only like 20 bucks, and I really wanted to get it, but then I was trying to think through the feasibility of bringing home like an easel that's fully studded my height, and it just didn't work out. But if it's still there next year, which I know it's not gonna be, but if it is still there, I will figure out a way to get that home because that was really cool, and for that price, it was physically painful passing up. Moving on from that though, we have some more Modulex boxes. They came in such interesting boxes here. And this is, yeah, I guess the holder for the base plate. So this is the packaging that the base plates came in. Fascinating to see that. Some more of the different base plate elements here for Modulex. Maybe I went a little bit too overboard with base plates because that is quite a lot. But over here we have some of the original Modulex boxes, and they came in boxes this small, which is fascinating to see. In here, so this is a lot of Modulex stuff, but you actually have some of the large-scale letters. So I kind of forgot I got this. I'll have to go through here and see what other names or words I can make. I feel like this will be a really good addition to my collection because then I can like put theme names and stuff on my museum displays. And I think that is why I got two of those, because I wanted to get all the letters. Some more weird Modulex boxes. This is another set of Modulex original boxes as well. Super cool to see that stuff. Had to get one of the Europe exclusive Chima sets because why not? It was a very good price for that. And then these are really interesting because these were only given away during LEGO Family Days. You have to be an employee working in Billund in 2013 to get these planets that were recolored in different colors, and you can even see maps of like Billund right there as well, and I think Mexico for the factory, so that's super cool to see like different world areas represented here. A very, very strange piece. Oh, and China as well. So yeah, strange piece of LEGO history there, but that's pretty cool. This is Fabuland. Ooh, are these playing cards? Wait, now I'm quite curious. What is inside this? It feels like it's definitely cards. I don't think it's playing cards because the size isn't quite right. Oh, I guess it's just cards, not playing cards, but cards. That's actually really cool. I really like that. Yeah, very charming. And Fabuland is always a very special LEGO theme, so very cool to be able to get that. We have a little classic boat, a classic Scala set. I feel like I got this already as well. Maybe I got a different style of set. I got a very similar set because it had the mirror on it. I do remember that. Lots of vintage LEGO wooden blocks in varying condition. Some of these are a little beat up, but you know, they were very cheap, so I just had to pick up those wooden blocks. Oh, this is cool. Another LEGO Playday exclusive item with a wristband that says the LEGO Group on it. So this is like my third Playday minifigure. That's crazy. I didn't even intend to get any, and then I got three. But then we have an older LEGO Technic set here, some vintage Legoland medallions, almost through here. Another sealed Scala set, maybe not sealed, but in really good box condition right here. And then we have just exclusive stuff for LEGO World. So these are all of the LEGO World exclusive printed tiles for an officially branded LEGO convention that they hold in Europe. This is cool. It's like a Scala, I don't know what this is, like a little makeup thing or a little mini mirror, pocket mirror maybe. That's pretty cool. We have a keychain of a Legoland marching person, so that is very cool to see. And look at where that keychain attaches. It's actually attached around the wrist there, so that is super cool to see. One of the vintage LEGO trees here, a Modulex item. I don't know what this is, but it was marked as Lego and expensive, so I assume it's something rare. I need to look up what exactly this is. It is wooden. I assume it's part of one of the wooden toys, but just a weird piece of Lego history. I do need to do my research on what exactly is the story behind that, though. A torso from my good friend Sean, aka Bricks by Mind. I will definitely be adding that to my Ninjago collection. And speaking of Ninjago, we have a Battle Sounds Sensei Wu gigantic figure, and I do have one of these, I think for one of the skeletons already, so that's super cool to get. And overall, mostly cleaned up here. I got another one of those Lego World items, some loose Lego Ninjago cards just as extras. And I think that is mostly it. Just, again, some weird stuff. Like, look at this Lego World exclusive minifigure. Just bizarre items that you do not see in the US. But that about sums up this box. Ooh, look at that. Yeah, branded by Shell. So that is super interesting. And I do love this Lego World item, too, because it has the Green Ninja on it for 2012. But with that, it is time to move on over to just one last very small box. This is probably one of the smallest boxes yet, but this comes from Germany, and if this does not have my plastic pellets inside of it, we are gonna have a big problem. But hopefully they'll be inside, but you know, some things do get lost. But what is cool is I got this like life-size Lego Magic Wizard's wand, which is super cool to get. We have some stuff here. I purchased a new copy of the Time Cruisers set, which I already own, for the reason because they had these cassette tapes which tell the story, which is fascinating to see. It is in German, and this was only packaged in certain versions of the sets. Jonathan got the Adventurers one, I got the Time Cruisers one. I feel like that fits both our personalities, so that totally made sense. These were my minifigures that I had to bring for the premiere, but here is that Lego Time Cruiser set, and as you can see, I completely was out of Ziplocs, so I just really had to throw all the pieces in here and hope and pray for the best. But you're starting to see a pretty interesting item right here, and I can't wait to dive into what this one is, because yes, it's the Lego Duplo quacking sound duck, and the point is you kind of pull it along the string, he rolls on the ground, but yes, this is an official Lego item. It's from Lego Baby, and it kind of sounds like me. So there's a little extra duck right there, so just another fun Lego duck-themed item. Other strange Lego items here. I got some Lego Click-It sets. I'm just trying to like make sure I get all these pieces accounted for here. But some Lego Click-It sets here that I got that were actually originally sealed. I can't wait to try using these in like mocks and stuff. I'm sure you could use these Click-It pieces in very interesting ways for Lego items. What is this bag? I don't even remember what. Oh, I do remember this. Yes. Oh, it's very bent now because it was in the box. But this is an official Lego cargo system Toa Kopaka Bionicle miniature duffel bag. Very, very cool piece of random Lego Bionicle history. Super cool to see it. It says The Legend of Madanui, Bionicle Find the Power, with Kopaka on it from like 2001. Super cool to see something like that. We have some random Lego accessory minifigure packs here, like some Chima stuff. These are actually different than the ones I got earlier, which thank goodness, because I was starting to worry I was getting to the point where I was doubling up on stuff. Over here, oh, I think someone just gave this to me. Yes, this was a gift because I purchased so much at their store of extra actual rail pieces that you can use for the vintage rails. So that was super cool, and thank you for that. Moving on from that, I'm still seeing bits and pieces of the Time Cruiser set in there, but what is this? Gosh, this must have been to one of the boxes. I don't even remember what that's for. It's probably for one of the vintage boxes. But here, this is pretty cool because this was also a gift, and it is an officially branded Lego Dreams backpack. And if you look closely, they were using the concept art for the minifigures and characters there, which is why he has the concept art sword. Very cool to see that. But yeah, this is a Lego Dreams backpack, so that is super cool. Lastly, there's another store display in here. I see some loose Click-Its pieces, which is a little concerning because this must go to something that was previously sealed. But before we get out that store display, I will pull out this sealed Lego Click-Its Pretty in Pink beauty set. Again, a very strange Lego product. If you don't notice the Lego logo in the corner, you might not even realize it's Lego, but very, very interesting selection of items. I do want to do a video highlighting these at some point, so I did want to pick that up. And then we got this, which is pretty cool. It is a Lego Hero Factory Savage Planet Raka statue as a store display. Again, something that will look super cool mounted on my wall, so I had to pick this one up. Okay, And with that, we have summed up the boxes I have so far. By my count, we are currently missing around 3 of the largest boxes available. I shipped home, I think around like 11 or 12, maybe 13 boxes. That might be on the high end, somewhere around that range, and we've opened up many of them. I know that there are 2 more from this lot that are coming, and hopefully they have those pellets in there, because I'll be very sad if I lost those. But 2 more giant boxes. I'm assuming they're taking longer because they're so big. And then I have a literal pallet's worth of stuff coming to my house. No idea when that's gonna arrive. This video might be months delayed based on however long it takes to ship that, but included in that are like 3 giant store displays, 5 giant store displays, a lot of sealed vintage Lego sets, a ton of really cool Lego items that I picked up in Germany, and one of the coolest things ever that I'll be adding to my collection, and I cannot wait to dive into that. It is something I've wanted for years, and I never thought I would ever own it, and it deserves a video of its own. So we'll be getting to that, well, right now. Okay, another day, another set of boxes. We have 2 more boxes from my travels around Denmark and Germany that have just come in, which means that I believe it's 2 down, 2 to go, because there's one other box that's like double this size coming, and then a giant pallet. So the 2 biggest boxes are not here yet, and I think it makes sense to save the best for last, but we're gonna start off by opening this one up, because this actually has quite a lot of really interesting treasures inside here. If we come on up close, we actually have little boxes of pellets that they use to make Lego pieces. I got a set of different colors. Of course, I had to get yellow and orange for duck bricks, naturally, as well as this really cool color. It's like the opalescent, transparent purple color, transclear, this style purple, and then silver. So these are all the pellets they use to make Lego elements, which is very cool. You can see lots and lots of these vintage sets that I packed in here. It's honestly just different versions of different sets. So like this is the system in play England and Deutschland and Norway version, and this is the normal version. So just different variations on these vintage boxes, but I just picked up basically an entire collection. So lots of really cool stuff here. Again, I will be doing a full video on these incredibly rare boxes. We've got like a Darth Vader tin. We have some more Ninjago trading cards, always finding room for more. And then here, we have some exclusive Legoland Deutschland bricks. I think one of the Ninjago ones I already got, but the other one I did not, so good to add those to my collection. And speaking of the bricks, I got a ton of these ones from different years of the Legoland Deutschland factory, as well as 3 different Ninjago 2017 ones as well, which I thought were super cool. Moving on from that, we have some Lego Nexo Knights trading cards of all things. Thought that was pretty interesting to pick up. We have another, I think this might be used, but very good condition, homemaker style set. And look at the condition on that sticker. That is really nicely done. Super cool to see that in such good condition, with the box in nice condition as well. I don't really keep Lego boxes, but these are the kinds of ones that I would totally keep. Same with this like office desk here, which is pretty cool. Here, we have some Scarbeck Fan Weekend exclusive printed bricks, which are always nice. I'm going to add these ones to my brick kind of stack from conventions, and this is really cool. This is an official transparent purple Lego minifigure with a transparent purple jetpack on it. These are, of course, from the Mexico factory, where sometimes employees kind of go in and make pieces they're not really supposed to make, but this is a really cool, technically official Lego made by the actual Lego factory. Here's another Scala set. This one has an outfit right there. Got it at a pretty good price, so wanted to pick this one up. And then we have some individual older vintage style stuff here, like a garage. This is another style of garage, so just different variations of the boxes. Again, this is a pretty complete collection, and that was the deal. If I was to purchase these, I did have to buy it all as a collection, which you can see here. This actually has the bricks that are supposed to come in it, which are so cool. Like, look at these transparent, clear Lego bricks here. These ones are used for the wheels, so fascinating stuff here. These are all the vintage style of Lego bricks as well. Moving on from that, we've got even more vintage Lego sets. Again, I will be doing a video on these, so stay tuned. If you can see, I really packed this. I'm actually quite proud of my packing job. This is like really nice, but yeah, just all sorts of vintage Lego sets.
These are all different variations of the different town plan sets. We have, oh wow, look at that. I'm like impressed by my own packing here. But again, all these vintage boxes, wanted to make sure these came over nicely. This is cool. It's basically like a Bionicle card pack here. So this is for Bionicle trading cards. Very cool to see that. And speaking of, we have some of those cards on the side here, but even more vintage stuff. So we have vintage Lego box here. These are some vintage Lego like architectural designs, which are very cool. And yeah, just all sorts of vintage sets factored in. And here it's really cool because you can actually see the church, which I showcased previously in the haul. That's kind of advertised on the box here, which is very, very cool. Moving on from that, we just have some of these Bionicle cards, which you can see right here. Bionicle Quest for the Masks trading card game. And at some day, I'll probably own them all. Not anytime soon, but the goal is to eventually own them all. So that is very cool to see those right there. And then just a couple more Lego House dinosaur sets I was able to pick up. Pretty cool to get these. And we can move on to the next box. Okay, this one is slightly bigger, and this must be the inside of another box. Not sure what box this goes to, but I guess I'll find out. Here is a vintage castle set I picked up, and look at how good condition this box is. I completely flattened it, so there it is, set number 6055. Also picked up this Lego Outback set, and I really like this one because it's basically the Lego money smuggling set. Like you can see, he's like hiding money in the suitcases, and then there's a guy here and a plane that are ready to like ship them off somewhere, so that's quite funny how that's actually a Lego set. And then we have some vintage catalogs, the instructions for that set. I think a lot of the pieces for this, a lot of the pieces for the sets are here. Didn't realize that was just in a loose bag though, so I am going to make sure I don't lose any of those pieces. This is for the money smuggling set in an appropriately suspicious bag. Like I think this is the right bag to have the Lego money smuggling set in. That's kind of it's spilling out of. That totally makes sense. It would be in a bag like that. Here's that Arctic set that I got earlier. I think the box is around here somewhere. We have the castle set as well, packaged real nicely, so gonna set that aside. And then we have some more vintage items here. So we got some cool stuff like this vintage international transport train. Super cool to see this one, just another train set I didn't own yet. Here's the box for the money smuggling set, so that's pretty cool to see. And we even have a light and sound system police car, which is really cool that they were able to pack that into such a small package there. Here's some other sets, like a Lego pirate set I picked up, a couple of different pirate sets. I think we unboxed the parts somewhere around already. Here's the Arctic instructions, the police instructions. I'm sure the parts are in here. And yeah, so I think this is part of the Arctic set. And then we have another Ziploc for the police set right here. So that is the police set. Here we've got another classic Lego train set. It's super cool to see the box in great condition. You can even see the minifigures or the older design of minifigures without the arms. So that is a super cool design to get. Very, very nice one here. We have the box for the Arctic set. We have the parts for the pirate stuff over here. I came across a Duplo pirate keychain in a bulk lot of bricks that had another chrome gold Duplo brick in it, so I just thought that was kind of a cool random thing to get. We have the boat for the pirate set. This is cool. It's the Lego System Esso service station, and yeah, obviously this has all been kind of discombobulated in shipping, but the way this is supposed to work is that they actually had all of the bricks laid out in the way that they're supposed to be laid out. Like this was how the Lego sets were packaged back then, where you had individual holding marks for every single brick. It's actually really, really cool how they did that for sets. Nowadays, you definitely wouldn't see something like this, but it is very cool. The presentation is insane. Like look at these little macaroni pieces. They actually have individual little holders for, so that is super cool. It makes it feel very special to get a set like this, so we'll set that one aside. We have another vintage train set here. I guess I got a lot of trains. I pretty much just got the ones I didn't own, so this is another nice one to get. Older Lego train set, and then even more train stuff, more sealed snap sets, which again, these are looking mighty familiar. I don't know if I got these already in the haul, but oh, there they are. Okay, so maybe there's no way. I got 3 copies of the same snap set. Okay, that is insane. Well, anyway, 2 of those will be appearing on Whatnot soon, I guess. But yeah, so that's kind of funny. I just got them all at different intervals. I guess I really was in the snap mood when I got those. But then the rest of this box is super easy because we just have another Deutsche Bahn vintage train set right here. So this is, I
I think set number 725, another one I just didn't own yet, in very nice condition. And hold on. Train, where did that go? Because I haven't unboxed that yet. Oh, maybe it's in the last box that's coming. I guess we're gonna find out. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it's gonna be in that last box that's coming of this size. But here we have another vintage Lego system set. You can look inside, and isn't that so satisfying to see? This is how Lego sets used to be packaged. They used to have all the bricks fully laid out. Look at that. That is so cool to see. And the box is absolutely pristine as well. This is in phenomenal condition. I really almost don't want to open some of these. Then we have the final set here, just another version of those vintage Lego system sets. And as we open up the box here, okay, looks like in shipping it got a little discombobulated, but you can see the intent behind how it was supposed to be packaged in there. And that about sums up these two boxes. And so, let's go on to the part that everyone's been waiting for. The two biggest boxes of them all, hopefully will have arrived by this next part right now. Okay, so after being away for about a month, all of the rest of the boxes have finally arrived, and a gigantic pallet arrived at my house. I literally had to take it apart to bring it in, but we've got all the individual items here. I'm gonna start off with the big ones, which are the rest of the store displays I managed to get. This is a Ninjago store display. Eagle-eyed viewers might recognize it from a video I did shopping in Germany in 2022, so 2 years ago now, where I saw it, said I really wanted it, but there was literally no way to bring it home. Well, life finds a way, and today I was actually able to bring it home. They still had it. I had to ask the store owner for this particular display, which I knew they still had, which was super cool. And I also got this Mars Mission one as well. It was a really tough choice for me, because the store was willing to sell me and do a great deal on the Mars Mission one. They had a Space Police 3 one with the Galactic Enforcer, another one of my favorite sets, and they also had one of the Castle Fantasy Era 2008 castles in a store display, and they basically said they'd give me a deal on all three, but there literally was absolutely no way I was going to get those home. You know, maybe next year I'll figure out a way, but I had to pick my favorite, and I went for this one. It is the Mars Mission one. I have a lot of fond memories of getting the set for Christmas back when I was around 9 years old. It was a total surprise because the set was already discontinued by then, so I still don't know where my parents found it, but this is one of my favorite sets of all time, especially because of that memory, and that's why I had to get the store display version of this set. Along my way though, I did also find another of my favorite themes here, a Lego Atlantis store display that actually combines two different sets. You've got the Neptune carrier, the shark right there, so really cool to see like a creature and a submarine there, so I just had to pick that one up. I'm always on the hunt for more Lego Ninjago display items, so I found a Ninjago Spinjitzu banner from 2018. This is from the Sons of Garmadon wave, so always cool to get a brand new display banner. This shield was from the Lego Movie 2 that says never stop. It's like a stop sign shield. I just thought that was super cool. Never got it when it came out, so that's just a cool thing to pick up. And then this right here is one of the most interesting items I got. I'm gonna have to get a converter plug for this, but what this is it's a vintage Lego store display that actually has rotation. You can see like the movement of the wind and the car when it's actually moving around. You might notice it has an old style motor on the back there. It's a really, really cool display how they put it together, and it's pretty rare to have an actual vintage Lego store display like this, so I just had to pick this one up. Moving on from these though, I think it's time to actually get on inside the boxes themselves. I'm actually going to start off with some of these smaller boxes here. These are very tall boxes, and I think they have very, very interesting stuff in them. So we're going to get to those ones last, and then first start off with just some of these lighter boxes here. This box right here has a stuffed animal for Lego Mythica from Legoland, which is a very, very cute little hybrid creature right here. And then I also just got a ton of different magazines, so lots and lots of different magazines, like so, just the European magazines to pick up. But inside here, we actually have a couple of different store displays. I've literally never seen store displays like these before, but yes, you can see that these were legit store displays. I almost thought they were like custom made, but no, you can see the manufacturing right there. They have the box of a small set and then the set itself built in the box, which is super strange and weird. Didn't even know it was a thing, but very cool to get. I got a Ninjago movie one, and I also got a Nexo Knights one just because I thought these were super cool, and they were selling them for very cheap as well. So I just figured, you know what, why not? These are super, super interesting things.
Moving on from that, I guess I got a whole box of, oh, this is not a whole box of Ninjago trading card cards. This is just a whole box full of open card packs. Oh my goodness, I completely forgot I got these, and given that I basically have the complete set, all of these must be duplicates now, so I guess those are going to whatnot, but I did manage to get the box. I do have to set these aside for something else, and then I just have a lot of different Lego Ninjago trading card tins. I tried to get one each of the different kinds, just so I could add them to my collection. Moving on from that, super easy box to open up. Let's go ahead and take a look inside this next one here. And also inside here, I didn't even pack these myself. A friend of mine packaged this all up for me, so I'm very curious to see what's inside. I think this is most of the stuff that I got from Bardo Brick. Looks like there's some Lego bags in there as well, but I got this giant size yellow Lego brick 2x4, yellow for duck bricks, of course. A vintage Lego town set. Completely forgot I got this one, but it is very cool to see with a printed base plate right there. Very nice, charming, old style set with a nice box. This is super cool because it's the Bionicle Mask of Light board game. I have not played this before. I did not own it, so it's another Bionicle item that I didn't own yet. Excited to try this one out at some point. We have a little robot set sealed because I could, just because I thought it was funny to pick up. It was super cheap, and Little Robots is one of the strangest Lego IPs ever, so had to pick up a piece of Lego history there. Lots and lots of vintage poly bags. I was trying to get like all of the McDonald's poly bags, as well as these really rare printed yellow castle elements. These are from the Black Falcon castle and so on and so forth. Just super useful parts to have in my collection. Same with this flag piece right here. This is super interesting. It is a LEGO Studios Japanese promotional poly bag. Never seen this before. It could be one of many different items, including some LEGO dinosaur themed items there. So it's very, very strange. I don't even know if this appears on Brickset, but super cool to see something like that. Moving on from that, I got this baby rattle. I don't really remember why. I think I just thought the packaging was cool and it was pretty cheap. So it's this Lego baby rattle right here. Very, very interesting to see the type of product they were trying to make there. And this is pretty cool because this was a buildable Lego zoo. So this is back for the precursors of the minifigures. It's a homemaker style zoo. It comes with a full-on playing mat as well, which is very, very nice. And you can see when you open up this box, it's one of the coolest boxes ever because it has little sub boxes inside. Like here's where you build the arches, here's where you make the little trees, and I guess the gorillas. Is that a gorilla? I don't really know. It kind of looks like it could be a gorilla if you really squint at it, but you can see all the different animals here and they all come in their own individual boxes, which is just so nicely packaged. And then in here, I believe, is where you get the playing board as well if you open this up. So it's super, super cool to see the original packaging like this. One of the most interestingly packaged sets yet. I got this Lego water bottle, which was super cool. I've never seen this before, but it basically was like the Lego set information item here, but as a water bottle. I think this was given to me as a gift because I don't think I bought it, but I did think it was very cool how it was like a Lego branded water bottle. So that is a nice little additional item. A Ninjago mouse pad. A lot of these are just knick-knack stuff I managed to pick up. And then this I found to be really cool because this is the Lego McDonald's Happy Meal box, an original box for Lego, but I really liked it because it shows the McDonald's duck. And you can see, I mean, maybe it's supposed to be a chicken, but it looks like a duck to me. It kind of looks like the Duck Bricks logo, but it's wearing the Lego Blacktron 2 like space jetpack. So I thought that was super cute. And that is why I got this particular one, which I just thought was very interesting. A couple of windscreens here because they were super cheap from Classic Space. Here's some Bionicle trading cards from Series 2. This is actually quite rare. It's a specially colored green type of tree. I believe these are only maybe like a couple of Belleville stuff with this particular color. I don't know why there's a Mr. E minifigure just sitting down there, but it is there. It's a charging cord for something. Here, this is weird. It's a Ninjago spinner arena, like rubber circle element, so you could actually have a Spinjitzu battle happen inside this arena. Very interesting item. And then we have some Scala stuff, brand new and sealed. We have a Scala accessories pack, a vintage Lego system set here. This is another Lego McDonald's poly bag. We have a Dreams Make and Take because that's just something I didn't own yet and wanted to pick up. So that's just a cute little build right there. We have Lego Nexo Knights trading cards. Ooh, these are cool. These are actually custom printed, I think, but these were just given to me as a gift. They custom printed the Lego Rivendell specs with all the minifigures written out. I just thought that was a cool way to display the set. I might put this next to my set because that is just a cool little item. Here is a sealed 4 Juniors plane because it is just a strange sealed Lego item. And then we just have a ton of Lego Bionicle trading card game packs right here. And these are just good to set aside for the future. Okay, of course, lastly, there is a Bardo Brick keychain. And now we can get in to some of the big stuff because I managed to get a ton of items at all of the different stores, and finally, after Scarbeck, I was just being able to package them all up and take them out. I think this bin right here might be the easiest one to open up, so we're just gonna jump right into here. We have a couple of Blocks magazines. Don't really know why these are here, but they must have gone in the Blocks magazine pack that I got, and in here, I believe I just stuffed in some random items that I just happen to have doubles of. Oh, I guess these are like special printed bricks. I was given some capes, nothing super crazy here, like there's a Legoland Germany item. Oh man, this cord would have definitely come in handy, but you know, just little knickknacks and souvenirs for my trip. I'll be sure to be looking in that box later on. This is pretty rare. It's a Lego World 2023 minifigure, so it's just kind of sitting there on top of the box. Don't really know why that was just sitting there, probably just something I forgot to pack. This is the lid to the factory crate that I got earlier, and then in here we just have a lot more other items, just like a random Lego calendar 1998, which I thought was pretty cool. It's in pretty good condition too, and when you open it up you can see all of the different store catalog displays on each and every one of the pages. And if you know, the legendary Christian Faber was behind pretty much all of this. Like, he did all of these designs and all of these store displays and adverts. So we got the 96 calendar, the 98, and the 99 calendar, which are very, very cool large-scale Lego calendars showcasing the Lego sets of that time. This looks like another store display, so we're going to check a look at that in a second. This is the box I mentioned earlier in the video for the Time Cruiser set with the cassette tape in it. And that is completely empty, save for a boat element, which goes with the Legoland Germany haul items. So I'll have to add this on when I do my video on Legoland Germany, but otherwise that box is empty. We have the base plate for the Lego hospital set that I got. Let's see, this is a poster tube full of posters. I believe I probably cannot show yet because these are embargoed content from Lego Fan Media Days. And then, let me just get this big boy out here. Oh yeah, look at this. This, although there's some items rattling around in there, which is a little unsettling. It looks like Mantax's head has fallen off. But otherwise, this is a Lego Baraki store display, which I thought was super cool because it doesn't quite have all of them, but it has most of them. And it has the other two in the back there. And it looks like also Alec's head has fallen off as well. So I might have to do some emergency repairs and open this up, but it's not too hard to open up. You can just go ahead and unscrew it. And this is just yet another one of the Bionicle store displays I was able to pick up on my many travels. So let's just set this one right here. Seeing if there's anything else we want to jump into here. This is like a, I don't know what this is. Bionicle handkerchief, maybe. Interesting. You know, you could rob a bank Bionicle style. Don't really know what this is, but I thought it was kind of cool. Like, it's the Bionicle logo right there, so that's really interesting. One of my tripods, that's good to get home. Definitely could have used that. These are cool. They're like Lego campus water bottles because they're actually branded with Lego, so I thought that was kind of cool. We've got some Bionicle comics. Don't really know why I got that, but you know, it's there. Someone might have just given me that as well. Okay, last box, let's hit it. The first thing is this exclusive Lego Chinese Lego store set. It's a really cool gift, and I feel like Lego in Asia, especially China, has some of the coolest custom gifts ever, and this is something that I did get a chance to see it fully built. I'll probably do a video on it, so I'm not going to spoil what exactly is inside this box, but it is a super cool giveaway. Here we also have a giant scale version of the baby spaceman. This was a custom fan-made gift for attendees at Scarbeck Fan Weekend, and you could actually purchase this, which was super cool. I had to get myself one. I got an extra Dimensions Krusty the Clown because it was super cheap. Don't really remember why I got it, but it was super dirt cheap, so had to pick it up. a Lego Pirates eye patch, which is pretty cool. This is actually like the Lego Pirates logo, so that is cool. And then this box, I believe, has a ton of these Chinese exclusive Lego items. I have no idea what's inside this one, but it looks like it is an I Love Lego Stores little medallion here. Again, we'll probably do a video showcasing all of these random Chinese exclusive Lego items because I did one last year as well, so I just had to pick it up. This is something, I guess this is an exclusive minifigure of some kind. Very cool to see that. Don't even remember picking this up, to be honest, but that is actually super cool. Looks like an Italian minifigure. We have a Ninjago magnet set here, which is very cool. Trying to get all the Ninjago stuff. A free Click It set, which is a really interesting box. More Chinese exclusive items here. These are actually from the premiere of Lego Star Wars Rebuild the Galaxy, and I just happened to get extra copies and threw them in for shipment. This is just a Ninjago poster, I believe. Just a set of different Ninjago posters for the Serpentine, which I thought was super cool. Just kind of this old artwork for Ninjago 2012. And this was just a gift from someone, so that was really nice to get. Here is a special bag that says 2022 with the Year of the Tiger. This was, again, a China exclusive item. Here is another China exclusive item right here. Inside this is an exclusive Lego set that says Lego Store People's Square. So again, this is super cool because it actually is printed on a circular element, which I thought was very, very interesting to see something like that. Here's an original Lego Fabuland storybook, which I think is super cool to see. Just kind of a rare piece of Lego history. Just had to pick this one up. And another one to go alongside it, which is very nice. Over here, we have some just Lego instructions, certain items. This is a limited edition. I paid $200 for this. Oh my goodness. Hong Kong 2020 coin. Was that really? Oh, I guess this is the full set, so that makes sense. But it's all these vintage Lego logos for Lego history, which is very, very cool to see here. Just another nice little Lego item. Don't know if that was worth $200, but again, when am I ever going to find another item like that? We have some Lego Monkey Kid books, which are only sold in Asia. Again, they get all the cool stuff. And then for 500 euros, I got the exclusive Lego 50 Years of the Brick and Lego Fan Brick with the premium collector's edition of the Lego set book, which they obviously, I don't think they could even make it now. It'd be like encyclopedia sized, but this was to celebrate 50 years of the brick all the way back in 2008 and 2009. So very cool stuff in there. We have a chef's apron. Oh my gosh, yes! This is the Lego chef's apron. Let me cook for real. I had to pick it up because it has the Lego logo on the chef's apron. Just absolutely had to. No other choice. Let me cook. A Monkey Kid water bottle, which is really cool. Just again, stuff that you can literally only get in China. So that is awesome to see. Some more Chinese exclusive Lego gift items like this one right here. This definitely has some Lego items in it. Looks like a poly bag. I have no idea what even is inside this, but it is very cool that we have this in such nice packaging. Another exclusive printed brick for the Lego Store Shanghai 2-year anniversary. Here we have a Lego Store Hangzhou 2x4 printed plate here. I really wish that we got these in the US, but again, these are only for China. So we have Beijing and Shanghai as well, because Lego really goes all out in the Chinese market. They get all sorts of really, really cool stuff. Moving on from that, speaking of, we have a Lego Monkey Kid, I don't really even know how to describe this. It's like a little book. Is that a comic book or maybe like a gift set here? I'll be unboxing this at some point, so I just thought that was a super cool item. We have some classic space sets over here. This is another exclusive Lego Store item for Tivoli Gardens, actually, in 2021. So this is very nice to see that item right here. This is a Germany exclusive Lego kind of lederhosen guy, which I thought was very funny to see. It actually has Lego Germany on the tag there. So that is super cool. This was an exclusive brick they gave out for Porsche as a collaboration with Lego in 2024. Just, again, another strange piece of Lego history. We've got some more classic space stuff over here. This is a set of the 10 Ninjago years Legoland Discovery Center China coins for Ninjago. Again, don't get this in the US. Literally a China exclusive item. So that's another cool thing there. Lego Exo Force drinking straws, which I think was like super cheap, and I just had to pick it up because that was a random item. Here are some instructions for some of those other China exclusive items, and we have some even more exclusive items here. This is a Chinese room key to the Lego Modular Building Hotel, and I got a full set of all of these other, this is Chengdu, Shenzhen, People's Square, Wang Fujing and Guangzhou, all of these exclusive LEGO store minifigures for the different stores, which is super cool.
But you didn't go to China.
Yes, but there was somebody who was selling all of these Chinese items in Denmark, and they actually, literally their entire business is actually going to China and selling all of the Chinese exclusive LEGO items to LEGO fans. That is their entire line of work, and they make a lot of money doing it because nobody else is going and bringing these over. So very cool to get all of these exclusive Chinese LEGO items. Sadly, this seems a little bit crushed over here, but this is a Monkey Kid knapsack and water bottle. Again, China exclusive item right there. Super cool stuff. We have some more specialized little items here, and we'll be doing a full unboxing video as well as an exclusive hat with a Ninjago pin as well, which all of these are special items. This is super cool. The LEGO Bricks 60th anniversary red pencil pot. And yes, this is the bag that it came in. Don't know if this is the original bag, but it is super cool how it has that exclusive printed element in there. I think that came in maybe a couple of other sets, but it is a rare one to pick up for 60 years of the LEGO Brick in 2018. We have the second edition of the LEGO Collector's Book with this specialized keychain with the classic space logo on it, which is very cool. Definitely one of the coolest things that I got on this particular haul. We have some more, I believe, yep, Chinese exclusive LEGO items, one of which is actually a Disney set, which is pretty interesting to see there. 90 years of play, Chinese exclusive item right here. Probably some cool goodies in there, not really sure what, but we'll do a full-on unboxing. Some more exclusive items from China. I basically just got one of everything they had because I don't know when the next time I'm going to be able to get these are. And some Chinese exclusive LEGO minifigures as well, which come in their own really nice pieces of packaging, which is very cool. Next up, we have a vintage Scala set. This is just one of the outfits, which I thought was kind of a random but cool thing to pick up. This must be some other exclusive Chinese items that I have the instructions for somewhere. They even had a Batman exclusive with a Batman coin here. Mine has gotten a little bit shaken up, but you can see what this looks like right there. It is a Lego Batman Michael Keaton version of Batman coin, which again, you can only get in China for some reason. You have some more exclusive items in here. These are all just special items. China even got an exclusive Lego wooden duck set, which is super cool to actually have this with the instructions. So I thought that was just a very cool thing to pick up. I clearly organized all these to be in this particular box. And then here we have another Chinese exclusive set. Just not really sure what this actually becomes, but I guess we will be finding out. Lego Next Nights magazine, which I don't really know why I got that one, but then this was a LEGO video backstage pass for the VIP DJ Llama for the short-lived LEGO video theme. Very funny thing to pick up here. Lots and lots of little video stickers. I guess that must have come with the backstage pass there. Unfortunately, it got folded up somehow in shipping, but that is funny to see. Again, this is another I Love Lego Store China number 200. So this must be for like the 200th Lego store in China or something crazy like that, which is pretty cool. And then the Lego Store Beijing as well got exclusive bricks, which we don't ever see anywhere outside of those regions, which is very nice. You have some more Chinese exclusive LEGO items like a Year of the Bunny keychain, as well as whatever this is. Ooh, that's cool, like a silver brick keychain. Again, all exclusive for LEGO China. And then in here we have one of my most hyped sets of all time. This was one of the most expensive pickups for me, and you're gonna see why in a second, because this is one of the rarest LEGO sets ever, really. And as I unwrap this absolute piece of history, this right here is the infamous LEGO whistle train. And even better, I believe this is sealed. And what the story is behind this set is that you could blow a whistle and the circuit board inside the train would pick up on different whistle frequencies and control the train via a whistle, like a conductor, I guess. It's a very strange electronic piece of LEGO history. This is one of the older LEGO train sets they ever put out. I'm gonna have to look up the exact year, but it must have been 70s for sure, maybe even 60s. It's definitely one of the oldest items. And they even recommend you could hook it up to a little brick-built duck and control a duck with a whistle as well, which I may just have to do. Moving on from that, we have even more, I don't know why, oh, these are all the LEGO store people. Okay, that makes sense. LEGO store little baggies. This is just a cool keychain with a cool skirt. I remember seeing this when I was a kid. It must be circa 2007, 2008. But we never got this skirt piece as an actual minifigure component, only on this keychain. So I thought that was pretty cool. Had to pick that one up. Let's see, this is just an extra Lego wooden house duck set, but what's very special is I actually got the designer of the Lego wooden duck set to sign this, and yes indeed, it does say 2 duck bricks. So very, very special. This is gonna be my personal copy for myself to put on display. I do already own one copy, but I'm gonna keep this box for a long, long time. Moving on from that, we have, this is interesting, a Lego Belleville accessory pack, just kind of a strange item to see here. Look at that, all the accessories right there. We have a Scala doll, which is very rare to see still fully sealed. This is the packaging that they actually came in. Very bizarre piece of Lego history here. Reaching all the way into the box, we have some more Lego Monkey Kid exclusive items. This looks like a Monkey Kid pin set, which is really nice. Again, China exclusive right here. And finally, we have another Nexo Knights magazine. We have a Lego pen. I don't really know why I got this, but it looks pretty cool. Probably was just like a free gift throwaway in there. And then we have some more Lego sealed Scala outfits, because I really do want to do a video on Scala. Secondly, we have just in here some more Chinese classic wooden bus inside there. Chinese exclusive item. And then this must be another Lego Chinese exclusive print or something like that inside here. But now it's time to address the elephant in the room, which is this bad boy, and I don't even remember what this was, but looking at this right now, it is an original, well, it's actually quite beat up, and that's kind of sad. I need to figure out how to repair this, but it is an original Lego Bionicle 2005 Vizirac display. So you can see in here, obviously, I'm gonna need to do some repairs because in shipping, these got completely thrown around, but this is an original store display. Oh no, and it's completely cracked too in shipment. It's actually quite tragic, really. Look at that. Oh my goodness, it's completely destroyed in shipment, but you know, the front is all that matters. We can make do. We'll have to repurpose this, but it is a Vizirac display, which I really loved because you can actually see the Vizirac climbing on the side of the display, which is one of the only times they've done something like that for a store display. And with that out of the way, this has been my entire haul from Europe this year in 2024. One of the craziest hauls yet, and let's take a look at that overview right now. So that sums it up. The Lego haul of a lifetime. I kid you not. Just like when I started this video, this is by far the biggest single Lego haul from one specific trip that I have ever taken home. This dwarfs what was taken home last year. It also dwarfs what was taken home from legendary Singapore Lego trips. This takes the cake. And who knows, maybe next year's Bill and Trip is going to be even crazier. So there is obviously a lot to cover here, and we covered a lot, but if you're still here, comment down below. I survived the Duck Bricks haul. I am so curious how many people make it like all 2 hours in to this absolutely insane Lego haul, but hopefully you enjoyed. Maybe you might have learned something new about a piece of Lego history that you didn't know about before, maybe seen something that you've never seen before, because I sure knew I was seeing stuff that I've never seen before just by actually going through and unboxing this haul and going through all the stores and the Lego conventions. This trip spanned almost a month of traveling around Europe and picking up different Lego items as I went, and then shipping all of them home in pallets and shipping boxes. It was a pretty crazy endeavor, and there was a certain point on the trip where I was lugging a lot of this around by hand. But of course, that about sums up this crazy haul. Do let me know in the comments which part of it was your favorite. Did you like maybe some of the old vintage Lego items, or the store displays, or some of the Bionicle stuff, or Ninjago? There is pretty much something in here for everyone, and now begins a pretty crazy task of actually going through this and cataloging everything from my collection. And again, all of this is hopefully going to be one day actually being part of a Lego-focused historical museum that dives into the history of Lego and inspires people to build and be creative, and that's really why I want to catalog as much of Lego history as possible. That's all for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the craziest Lego haul yet, but definitely not the last. Stay tuned for even more LEGO news, reviews, discussion, and analyses coming your way very soon, and be sure to like and subscribe to the Duckbricks channel for many more videos, maybe not quite like this in the near future, but many more LEGO videos nonetheless.